And we are
Lies.
Tomorrow.
I mean, you should expect me to lie. The DM.
The internet is full of lies.
And that's not true. You can't post something on the internet unless it's true.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? Even if there's multiple,
says the Internet Governing Board.
Yeah, even if there's multiple conflicting stories, they're all true.
I read about it on the internet.
I read about it on the internet. On the internet, it has to be true.
It's even more factual if it's on Facebook.
Yep.
Ouch.
And if it's got at least 6 emojis in it, it cannot be disputed.
Yeah, I did not know about that rule.
That's a new one for me.
Yeah, they just passed that. They just passed that amendment back in the start of this year. So
I believe the original version of that amendment was if it ends with a sentence in full caps, then you have to accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the all
Done
caps,
deal.
yeah.
No argument.
That last year's rule. I thought this year's rule was calm.
Yeah, well, that was the last year's rule. They swapped it to the emoji one this year.
Okay, that makes sense.
And this has been Rules of the Internet.
Oh, give me a sec. Let me write this rule here.
I now expect Julian to post in all caps with emojis.
No.
Doesn't Julian only talk in all caps?
No.
And emojis?
I definitely don't use emojis.
Isn't Augur an emoji?
That's an emote, not an emoji. There's difference.
The emojis are the cute ones. With
But
little
he does the
cartoony
millennial
faces.
thing where he just says it too, so it's not.
Yeah, I
He
do.
goes, oh,
I do say Pog IRL.
Yes, you do. It's almost perfect. You're getting there.
You say Pog IRL? LOL.
Yeah, I'm not that cringe.
Okay, that'll do it for us this week.
Nodders.
I feel way too old for this
Right.
conversation.
Right? It's just like, you know what? I'm gonna sign off here.
Totes adorbs.
Oh.
We have all been in the same range of 4 years for high school. Some of us seniors, some of us freshmen.
oh, there's
Not
half of us that
sure.
are much older.
I graduated in 2000.
Yeah, off by 7. Oof.
2006.
2005.
2005.
5.
Five crew. What?
There we go. It's true.
505.
The rules say it. You cannot dispute.
Well, there we go.
And emojis.
Once again, the ruling board of the internet has doomed us all.
What else is
I
new?
forgot about everything that happened. I just looked at the map and I'm like, oh,
Well,
shit.
A lot of shit happened last week.
I died and then I wasn't dead.
So
The crew abandoned me and Snit.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all were swimming. It's fine.
Hey, yeah,
Fine.
you went into that lava pit and got out of that lava pit before I even had another turn. I was gonna help you.
Yeah, so you guys
by the
had a bit of an encounter with Zizix, some new player to the mix, some strange looking almost emaciated, just like you could see the skin pushing, or the bones pushing through the skin. The guy looked like he may have not taken a bath in about a week. He was just like really greasy and slimy.
A dire wizard.
The dire wizard. But you accepted the invitation on behalf of Gaius and made your way into the the apothecary once again. The female elf that runs the place was not there. Back door was unlocked, which really began to make you wonder if this was actually a trap. What happened?
She's so vocal right now.
Oh, okay.
She's just like ah.
I mean, she wants to do the recap. She can.
She's trying to help.
She's
Just saying-
explaining the rules to the scare games. I'm sure this is yeah.
What that was the sounds Minako was making as she was getting her ass beat. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So, going back up to her room, the mask activated a portal that was hided. Wow, I'm gonna talk really well today. That was hidden in a armoire that transported you to a stone tower where all of you, save for Zelark, who was wearing the mask, were instantly restrained and paralyzed by some unknown force. A bit of a confrontation occurred when Minako was released from the binds as she began to attack. The fight began to break out. And it resulted in both Zizix and this strange cultist wizard making an escape. Though you were able to knock out some of the cultists. Other ones had arrows put through their head and pinned to the wall, and sides blown out because they got hit by a snit stick. But one of the cultists who had their mask fall off while being questioned was revealed to be one of the judges on the ruling council of 13 of the city. And that is where we're going to pick up at today, right where we left off, with Callie kind of having a shocked expression on her face when she recognizes the judge, who is currently unconscious at the moment.
And,
Yeah,
and
we
being
killed
tied
like
up with
important
rope.
people.
Yeah,
I tied up this one.
yeah.
There was only one survivor.
No, it's two.
Two.
There were two.
I thought there was one
no.
because Azizix kicked the other one into the lava.
Yes,
Ah,
there's
we
one
pulled him out.
survivor.
you forget
One-
someone can manipulate Earth and pull them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did pull him out, but he went in when he was already downed.
Well, hey, don't.
So
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what
That's
happened
right.
to the
Hit
other guy,
horse in the
though?
mouth.
So
We
it's
don't
up
know if
to
he's dead. We don't know if they're dead.
Rojan.
So so the one that got burned isn't technically dead, but he isn't looking great. He's like
Will Ferrell and
he's
Austin
balancing
Powers?
right now.
I will actually cast a spell, Spare the Dying, on the one that was in the lava.
Okay. So he is
That guy.
spared. Still a little crispy though.
Pat him out. Or her, whoever this person in the mask is.
I think after the shock of the realization wears off, Callie is going to rush over to each of the other three cultist bodies, pulling
I
off
was
their
gonna drag them
masks
all together.
and looking at their faces.
I'm coming over to see if I can help them at all, or if they're completely dead.
The one that Reiju cast Spare the Dying on, the guy that fell in the lava, he's still alive, but his face due to like the burns that are covering his body, you can't really tell who his face or what face it belongs to. But you can most definitely help him. The other two guys are dead as doornails. There is no way you can revive
Okay.
them
I'll
in any
come-
way.
I'll do a first level cure wounds on Crispy.
Okay.
It's a D8. So that'll be 8 points of healing to
Okay.
him.
And Callie, you said you were like taking the masks off everyone else, correct?
Yeah, so I'd be just making the rounds, starting at the lava pit guy, then going over to I think this one was the exploded one, and this one was the pinned one.
The lava pit guy, you can't really tell much about him aside from he's either elf or half elf. You can only the only inclination you have of that is because of the ears. His features and everything are pretty messed up at the moment due to the burns. The one that Nerix pinned to the wall with an arrow, you've never seen before. Just some human looks
Oh
to
my
be
God.
looks to be in his mid-20s. Just some random civilian that they probably swept up, or was gave in to the cult's wishes.
I'm not gonna lie, the last 2 weeks I was like, I swear to God, if we pull that hoodie or that mask off and it's like Jared, I'm gonna feel so bad.
I'm not.
Wow.
I mean, there's still
Question.
one more to
And
check.
there's still one more to check.
Rojan, can I like level this ground back up?
Which one?
The slant right here.
Yeah, you can bring the slant back up so nobody's sliding down into the lava. That would be nice.
Yeah, I'll start fixing all the things I did here and then back here.
Okay. The third person, you take the mask off of them, and there's no face. It's completely blank.
The hell are you talking about?
Is there a mouth?
No, it's just completely devoid of any features whatsoever. It's just flesh.
Can I tell if this is like if this is some sort of weird flesh craft, like some sort of like not arcane, but like I'm looking for if this was done in some sort of physical means, like his face was ripped off, or if it looks magical.
Yeah, if you want, you can give me a medicine check to see if you can determine if any like surgical procedures were done to him, and an arcana check to see if it was anything magical.
17 for medicine. Arcana's gonna be shit. 12 for arcana.
For the medicine, the area that which would be the face has no signs of any cuts or scarring to show that any procedures were done in a physical sense. It looks completely smooth.
I'm gonna touch his face and then I'll look over at the group. This wasn't done naturally, or this wasn't done to him. Wasn't like a surgery or anything. This is magic, maybe?
Can I do a roll to see if this is a some sort of monster or creature I've seen or read about?
You can give me a history roll for that. On your arcana roll, you don't really seem to recall anything. Not really recall, but be able to point to anything that would do this. You know that like something as like a polymorph or something of that sense would initially falter off when the person died.
I rolled a 10. I rolled low.
It looks familiar, but you really can't put your finger on it.
Okay.
These doors over here.
What doors?
Or
Doors right here that we walked through. I think those are the only doors.
No, we never actually.
You
walked
never
through
walked
them.
through the door.
No, we appeared here.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
we teleported here.
Yep.
Oh, the doors back there were by Nerix. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it look like it's able to be opened? Like just by pushing it?
You don't really see hinges on. It's just this large obsidian slab. So from like the grooves and stuff that are along the outside of it, you know that you could see that it's probably something that could be raised by some sort of device. It's more a gate than a door.
All right. And we're not outside on top. We're
No,
just in
you
the
are
middle.
you are in the inside of the tower.
Okay.
So I was gonna look around at the group and then go over to Mina and touch her shoulder and be like, do you need any healing? Are you okay? You took some bad hits there.
Gonna look back like, do I look okay right now? She's got her ass beat hard.
I'm gonna
yes, I do need healing.
cure wounds. So let's see what you get.
I might as well do that to myself then.
Okay, that's 9 points healing.
I will go ahead and heal myself for 10.
So during all this, Zelark is over in this area, kind of just pacing back and forth, thinking to himself, muttering, like no one can really hear what he's saying except just like every once in a while you just hear like a shit in our and just I look really agitated about everything that's going on, and just mumbling to myself over and over again, like just under my breath, while everyone else is doing everything else.
Question: the
Mhm.
doors. You said with the mechanism they'd like pull up.
Yeah. When you look at this large obsidian slab, you can see on the right and the left that it's fitted into grooves into the wall to where they would be able to slide up or slide down.
Reiju and Nerix, could you please move out the way?
Sure thing.
Don't hurt yourself again. I just healed you.
What are you
Well,
trying
this
to
is-
do?
Lift the door one way or another.
Ugh. Sorry, I face palms.
While all this is going on, I'd like to search the
So
bodies.
so she'll just like
Okay.
please clear out.
Also, I'm gonna finish tying off both of these cultist mask wearers.
Rojan, if they move out the way, she's going to try to mold the earth underneath half of the door, like to like make it like push it up.
Okay.
See if she can break like hinges or anything.
And when you cast Mold Earth, you get this feeling that it technically didn't take, as if whatever is underneath the doors itself is immutable.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to start walking around the room, touching the walls, and just kind of trying to get a feel for everything and just looking around, seeing if anything stands out.
Running your hands over the walls, you begin to feel rather uncomfortable. You just like a chill going down your spine, just like this feeling that something is watching you.
Anyone else feel like we're being watched? Or is it just me?
Take a
That would
moment
be-
to sit there and use my senses to feel out. Do I feel like I'm being watched?
Nope.
Hearing that, Miguel's just gonna raise her like middle finger like up in the air.
Kelly,
Yeah.
you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
All of this?
Fair.
Zelark, you doing okay?
Completely ignoring you. Just
Tap, tap,
still muttering to himself.
tap you on the shoulder. Hey,
Maybe this will help us, and I'll lift up one of the masks. It got us in. Why not get us out?
Wait, look at that guy's face. What if we put the mask on and it does that to our face?
It
I
didn't do
didn't
it
do
to
it
the
to
other
the
ones.
other three.
do you see Zelark? He's fine physically.
That was a different mask.
You guys don't understand. We are fucked. You don't leave these kind of loose ends. Two of the main people that have been hunting us this entire time have escaped. They know who we are. They know we're up to something. We are fucked.
They know
Zelark,
who we were beforehand. Let's be honest.
I'm just saying, I can't guarantee that Gaius's place will be safe anymore.
Then
Hey,
let's leave the
We
city.
messed up big, and everything here, like,
hey, you
Zelark,
know how we
Zelark.
fix that?
You're right. You're right. But right now, main problem, we're stuck here, and we need to get out.
One thing at a time.
Yeah.
Let's just watch each other's backs and get out of here.
By the way, good ploy.
But where are we going to go after this?
We'll figure it out from there. We had to go back to Gaius's. He has, let me just say, he's got certain security measures that would be difficult for things that he doesn't want on his property to get in. It's still probably the safest place.
That is to say, if we can get there. I'm not saying just if we can leave this place. Like, navigating through the town, we're gonna have, if we somehow come back out at the apothecary, we're gonna have to figure out how to get to Gaius's estate from there. You guys have not been out there at night. It is
Well,
He hasn't
extremely
even sold
dangerous.
us out by now either.
Yeah.
I have been through
Again.
worse. I live in the wastes. I'm okay.
Again, you're right. But our first problem is even figuring out where we are, and we can't do that until we're out of here.
Sarah will go over and put her hands on his shoulders now. Be like, just breathe. You mentioned that we don't know what it's like at night out there. Did you go out alone?
Yes, that one night that I think it was Callie who saw us come back.
Okay. So whatever you experienced, let me remind you of something. You were alone. You're not now. We're here. We've
Even
got each
together,
other's
we
backs.
can't take like 10 to 20 of those creatures at once. They're
Then we
everywhere.
try to avoid them. We stealth. But we're together. We've got different skills. There's more than just one, right? Stronger together. Just breathe.
Try
Get
to
out of
take them
this.
out faster is all. This changes
So
nothing.
I took a potion in this time and it healed for 9 health.
Okay.
Or 6 health, I mean.
Smart.
Why would you waste a health potion?
Save
This
my
is-
spell slots. That's why.
That's literally what they're for.
No, they're
It-
not. They're for to be lined up like collectibles.
Nyric's better take her damn potions.
I'm fine.
This is
Wow.
survival mode time. One problem at a time.
So let's
Immediate
get out of
problems
this room.
first.
I mean, I would say first thing would be maybe get rid of the lava pit.
We
Can
don't.
I mold earth like 10 minutes at a time to like cover up that hole?
Well,
You
no,
cannot.
there is a.
There's a
we
lever for
saw
that.
the cultists hit a switch on the wall
Yeah.
that opened
Oh.
it.
On the
Oh,
wall,
yeah.
over like right where Callie's standing on that wall, there's
Yeah.
a lever to pull that shuts the lava pit.
Okay, I'll send my echo to pull it.
So can I investigate these bodies?
Yeah, you can most definitely investigate.
Right, please get rid of that lava.
Do you want to roll for each, or do you want?
Just give me one investigation.
Right. That's a natural 20 for a 26.
Okay. The only thing that you find on any one of them is on the unconscious judge's body. He has a different mask on him, tucked away in his robes.
Okay. Does it look like the mask Zellark was given?
No, this mask
was wearing?
this mask is made of a completely different material, and it's in the shape of a it's a half mask that is in the shape of a hound's head.
Is it one of the masks that the judges wear
Yes,
to hide their identity?
This would be a mask that he would wear while in court.
That will be good to have.
So I'm showing it to everyone, but I'm tucking it away in my cloak.
What's that?
Would that mean that he left straight from the courthouse?
No, they always have them on.
Always have them on, even when they're out off duty.
They're like
always has what on?
for the judges, they're like
Judge.
luchadors. They never take the masks off.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that not everyone is from the city. This person is one of the judges of the city, and
Oh,
that mask is the mask that the judges wear, like at all times.
That should
okay.
be really good to have if we need to go undercover.
This one up here is dead, right?
Which one?
Yeah, that was the pinned.
Yeah. He's currently still pinned to the wall.
All right. Zeller's gonna go up to him and kind of just look at him, and
Yep.
you know,
That's the 20-something kid.
yeah.
You've never really seen him around town before. Compared to the rest of them, seems the most out of place.
Well, when we get somewhere safe, maybe we bring this guy with us and I can do the ritual on him. Maybe he's been under control too. It'd be great to have a judge helping us, right?
I can carry him.
Well, for now, they're tied up. Right now, we should probably figure out about getting through that door.
I'm gonna investigate the room.
Lyrics, try the mask thing that you said. The one that we got to get in here. That was a good idea.
Yeah, actually, I'll do that first. I'll put on the mask.
Yeah.
All right. So when you slip the mask on, the red eye once again lights up as the runes on the floor that decorate the circle that expands out the width of the tower itself begin to light up.
Oh.
So is there anything in the room that kind of shows like a way out?
Not completely. It's not like something that's obvious. It just when you put that mask on, the lines and connections of that circle began to light up.
Just to her or to all of us?
She can see it. Nobody else can.
Okay.
I'm gonna inspect it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an
Maybe you could
Arcana
assist
roll.
with the other mask.
Rosen, I wanted to know if for the judge, if I could like grab his hands, place them on the ground, and then like pretty much have them like sink into the dirt and like cut out a piece to manacles so he can't do spells.
I don't think you can do something like that.
Okay.
I got a 17.
A 17. Yeah, you would know that the stuff that's like drawn into the or not even drawn but carved into the stone itself is a captured ley line.
Do I know anything about ley lights?
You know that they allow people, those who can master them and those who know where they're at, they allow them to travel between the shadow realm and the material plane.
Wait, did we get just Yu-Gi-Oh'd?
Just out of curiosity, I'm going to step in the center of it.
All right, and as soon as you step into the center of it, you vanish.
Nyrix!
No.
Was I right next to her when that happened?
Yeah, she like walks right next to you and poofs.
Do I have enough time to react and grab?
No, because it's just like right as she steps in, it's like she stepped through something.
I'm gonna run to that exact spot and stand there.
Nothing
and
happens.
Search around. Nyrix! Nyrix!
Where do I pop out?
That's a good question.
Like that, she's gone.
Zellar.
Whose mask did you take? I need to know.
I took the one that was off of the
Judge.
the what?
No, she didn't take the judge.
No,
She
I
didn't take the judge's
one.
mask.
She took the one that was sent to Gaius.
Yeah, I took the one that
Oh,
you have Gaius's one?
I was gonna try Gaius's, and if that didn't work, I was actually gonna try the one of
Okay.
the masks that they were wearing.
So you walk through and you walk out of the armoire in the upstairs bedroom of the apothecary.
Okay. I'm actually going to retrace the steps and see if I can get back into that room
Back
from
into
before.
back into the room where everyone else is at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk through the armoire and you appear back in.
Okay.
Pretty much doing this, you put two and two together that these masks are gate keys, specifically tied to this one portion of the ley line.
Well, I have good news and potential bad news.
Nyrix, you're back!
This
Okay.
mask.
Question. Syra was standing where she left.
Oh,
When she pops back.
Oh no,
Like-
you're put into like an unoccupied area, so there's no
Okay.
there's no like cross like
Shoulder checker.
yeah, there's like no portal jumping damage that happens. Like Nerex
we
is now
were-
sticking out of Syra for some reason.
We were all holding hands with Zelark or touching Zelark when he stepped through before, right? So
Mhm.
it would make
What if-
sense.
Pretty much
that
you conga line.
we have to
Wait.
do it again.
okay. So I got an idea.
Oh,
Let's just
okay.
grab the 2 people and go then.
So here's the thing. This mask teleported me back to the armoire of the apothecary. However, due to the nature of the other masks, I cannot guarantee that they will do the same thing, but I feel that they will connect you
Take them off.
somewhere.
Now you said this
So-
was the ley lines transport you between
The Shadow Realm and the material plane.
Only when
Shadow
we-
Realm, like the Shadow Fae,
Like you're like your home.
my plane of existence,
Like your plane of existence, yes.
But
Okay.
I know that. Well, you might know that too.
Do I?
So it,
Does this feel like home? Like, is there something in the air that is familiar?
There
or
is a brief familiarity to it, but you kind of shake it off, seeing as how everybody else is not dead on the floor from the poison that air that emanates through the Shadow Realm.
I'm just curious if I would realize this was
Not where
The
you're
Shadow-
at. Not where
Yeah.
you're at now. You're just in.
Okay.
You're in a black tower.
okay.
so with Nirix having said that maybe the other masks go to other places, well, the way I see it, we've got 20-year-old that nobody knows over there.
In
We should
cushion.
use his mask and end up someplace. I mean, either way, we end up someplace we don't know, or the judge's mask, and they're less likely to be looking at those 2 people right now. But we need to make a decision quick before they start, giving reinforcements to the places.
Why don't we
Oh,
just hold hands like we did before? That way we all stick together.
That's
Yeah.
not the question. The question is, where are we trying to go?
We're going back to Gaius's.
Split the party.
Yeah, we go back to the apothecary, right?
Yes.
would like to
through
do
the
it with their
apothecary.
mask.
They
Let me-
could, but
alright,
they could already be set up there.
I
That's
would like to
true.
keep one of their masks.
Yeah.
though.
They know that's where we came in from.
But
Is
with
the
one of their
mask-
masks, we may have
We
a
don't-
connection to potentially their hideout. I don't know. But if we have one of their masks, maybe that will connect us to maybe where they escaped.
Or maybe
and-
it connects to some of their homes, like the judge's one. Maybe that takes us to like where he lives.
Potentially.
And what good would that do us if we showed up at their hideout or at one of their homes or
They won't expect
Whatever
us
it
in those
happens to be.
locations, and we can sneak out.
Question. You remember Gaius saying that all he needed was information, yes? And living people?
Yeah, we need to get these guys back to Gaius.
That's the goal. We got to get through the apothecary back to Gaius. I think that's
Yeah.
our good.
Through
That's
the
as good as
apothecary?
anything we got.
Bernard will be there watching the apothecary. He'll know when we
That's
exit.
a good point. Okay, let's.
All right, we'll go
yeah,
back to
We,
your
we
boat.
just we need to go.
Minako will pick up the burnt body.
Are we
and-
carrying their bodies back or just the
Yeah.
judges?
Minako's grabbing the burnt body.
I'll take the judge, but before I kind of hoist him up onto his feet, I'm going to take the blue sash off from around my waist and wrap it around his face so only his eyes are sticking out.
Okay.
And I'm also going to ball up part of it and shove it in his mouth in case he wakes up while we're traveling. We don't need him A, saying anything, or B, casting spells. So,
Yeah, and she'll with her spare hand, she'll like reach out for someone to grab, and then she'll start like wagging her tail for somebody else to grab since her other hand's busy.
Do you want me to carry the other 2 bodies?
The other 2 bodies are dead.
Well,
Oh, they're dead. That's right. They're dead. Well, I didn't know if we wanted to keep the bodies just in case.
curious question.
Actually, before we go, that Minako will like put the body down, and she'll go to the one that I assume is in a puddle of its own blood.
It kind of like the right side of its rib cage is blowing out from the snit stick.
Minako's gonna vandalize this tower, and just with the she's gonna sink her hand in the blood and scribble all over
The moment
walls.
you
You're
do
next.
that, the blood kind of absorbs into the wall, and then you begin to see the stone kind of begin to illuminate with like just this soft crimson color.
What did you just do?
Snit is trying to get nervous.
As
and
you as that happens, you hear the stone begin to grind on stone as that door begins to come up, and this thick purple haze kind of begins to flow into
Okay, we
the
need to
door.
go. We need to go. We need to go now.
Yep. She's gonna
Everybody
run
in the
back and
middle.
grab the body, reach out her hand and start like shaking her tail for somebody to grab.
Just
Grab Mina. And I
Grab
reach
Mina.
out my hand.
Grabbing
At
the
this
closest
point,
person.
do I start to figure out
like,
where I am?
like this point, you know exactly where you are because you know that haze.
Okay.
purple haze.
All right. And as soon as
And
everyone's
I'm immune
I'll
to it.
walk through, or I'll go to the center.
All right, and then you all come
Link up.
pouring out of the other side, back
What is it
into
with?
back into the armoire, back through the armoire and into the upstairs bedroom of the apothecary.
Is Scrappy there?
Yeah, Scrappy's sitting there. He's kind of laying on the apothecary's bed.
What is with walls and gas? Jesus.
I say Scrappy open, and I throw the mask down the gullet.
Just opens and gulps down the mask.
Is there a window?
Yeah, there's an upstairs window that's over by the bed.
I open the window and I go out and I take a look around the perimeter.
Does Neric still have the mask, by the way?
Yes.
Nerix has Gaius' mask because she had to put it on in order to activate the portal.
I walk up and I snatch that mask from Neric's.
Okay, it was on my face, but thanks.
And I put it on. Does the portal open back up?
You took it off of her face. The portal like closed down the moment you put it on. It opens back up.
What are you doing? Don't
I
go back.
step through the portal.
Okay.
What?
And I'm back into the
You
tower.
step through the portal, and it shuts behind you. And you're back
Is
in the tower.
Is the door still open?
Wide open now, as the haze has kind of creeped into the entirety of the area.
I go towards the door and I look at the area around it.
It's an area that you know little of. It's just an expansive waste. Like
Okay,
you look around and it's just nothing for miles except for this lone black tower.
So it's nowhere near anywhere I would have.
Nowhere near any of like any established city or town,
But enough to verify that this is
it's
where
home.
I'm from.
It's definitely your home plane. Just in one of the many expansive wastelands that the Shadow Realm has.
Because I like rush out the door and I'm on these steps. My knees kind of buckle and I fall onto the steps, just looking in disbelief at where I'm at. And I'm probably gonna be there for at least 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then I will make my way back.
Yeah, on
Okay.
the flip side, Minako's telling people, like, I'm not waiting. And she'll start walking down.
Is she just making your way back to Guys's?
Well, no, she'll, like, she's walking, she'll go to the steps, like, the stairs, and tell people, like, we're on the clock.
I'm waiting to see what Snit discovered.
Snit, go ahead and give me an investigation roll. Or perception check, I'm sorry.
Investigation?
Perception.
Why did he go back?
He's
27.
an idiot. Let's go.
27. Streets are completely clear still. Just that
As in eerily so?
yeah,
Or...
like it's like maybe 10 minutes have passed here since you first walked in and then came back out, giving you a feeling that time may be different through that portal. But when you look out,
Bernard?
no, you don't.
But do I see anything else on the rooftops?
There's nothing on the rooftops. There's nothing on the rooftops. There's nothing on the street.
Okay, Snit is going to motion for everyone to come out through the window. Like, this is only a second story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a rooftop like near us that we could?
Yeah, most of the buildings in the merchant area of the city are flat top roof. They normally have like roof access, and a lot of people spend time up there, as in like for like social gatherings. But not.
So as everybody's staring blankly at the armoire, Snit pokes his head back in the window. All right, go across the roof to the other side.
Okay, if we're doing this, everyone stay close to me, and I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Where's Zella?
He went back through the armoire.
What the fuck? I'm sure he had his reasons. Let's go.
He's pretty sneaky though, so when he comes back, he'll probably be okay.
Okay, you guys start moving. I'll catch up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say instead of whenever you'd have to make the jump to the next rooftop, Minako's just gonna like send her Echo Knight and swap places with it.
You're gonna just echo jump continuously.
Yeah, I'm not
gonna make anyone roll for it. I'm not gonna make anyone roll for it.
I just needed to get that out there in case we needed to roll.
Yeah, the merchant section of the city is pretty tightly packed, so there's maybe at most at like maybe a 15-foot gap between the buildings.
Yeah, but still, Minako's also carrying a body, so I'm making it easy on
True.
myself.
True.
Yeah. So Syra, as long as everyone stays, it stays concentration up to an hour. So if we need to make any stealth checks, we'll add it +10.
Yep. And you leave no sign of you passing through any area, either no footsteps, no disturbed dust or foliage or anything like that.
No sign we were there.
I'm closing. I'm going back inside, and I'm tucking myself like under the bed or something, or finding a good hiding spot. And hopefully Zellark shows up soon.
Okay. So as you're sitting there, and as everybody gets about not 15 feet, I'm sorry, about 2 or 3 buildings away, a bit of nausea hits you, just for a brief second. And then, like almost instantaneously, the streets are filled once again. The normal nightly escapades of the market square are once again alive beneath you. Droves of people pack the streets. People slipping from house to house, going to some of the restaurant establishments. Others making their way a bit deeper into the sector to spend some well-needed time at the Dueling Banjos. But the cover of darkness, the eerie feeling is now just completely gone. Snit, from where you're at, underneath the bed, you now just see the apothecary, the elven woman, appear almost out of nowhere, sitting at her desk, writing in a journal. A candle on the desk showing halfway burned through, as if she's been here for quite some time.
Okay.
Delark, I'm guessing you waited 5 minutes and then tried to come back, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 minutes has passed. Does he come back?
Zelark, you try to come back you go back through the gate, and the mask does not activate at this time.
Shit. Did the 20-year-old something who's pinned to the wall, does he still have his mask?
I know somebody took the judge's mask and Gaius's mask. I think the other masks are still there.
I think Mina took one of the masks, didn't she?
No.
No? Okay.
Then I will gather every other mask that I find and attempt.
Every mask you try to put on, none of them activate the ley line.
Great. This is your life now, Zelark.
I had to play the
Back
character.
home.
I had to play the character.
What did Syra just tell you about being stronger together? You don't listen. Nobody ever listens.
I haven't been back to my home plane in 7 years. So at this point, I'm gonna look around the tower to see if there's anything.
And as you look around the tower, you can begin to see the lines on the wall trace down and connect to the ley line as it begins to change it from a blue to a soft red. Almost as a red dye has been introduced into it. And as it gets about to the outer part of the circle, a small red bead forms in the center. And as the red begins to travel more and more through the ley line itself, the bead begins to open up more and more. And you can see that another gate is being formed.
A new gate.
A new gate.
Does it look like it's an incoming one, or?
It looks like it's one's being formed. You don't really see anyone else, anyone else around you, so best guess is somebody's opening it from another side.
So let me think. At that point, I'm going to. The door still is the door closing or anything, or is it still open?
At the moment, the door is still open.
Then I'm going to try to hide, like, because there doesn't seem to be anywhere else to hide inside the tower.
Okay.
Kind of like outside, so I can see if someone's about to come through or not.
Okay. So you stand there for about another minute and the full portal opens. And a single person steps through it to look around. And about 15 seconds or so later, a gnome, or what you would assume to be a gnome due to the size and build of the body, walks out as well. Both of them in full masks. One eye glowing red, the other one glowing blue. Neither of them seemingly affected by the haze that has filled the room. The first person who walked in is dressed in this very lavish finery. A very long flowing white dress with golden filigree all around it. In her left hand is a golden rod, maybe about 1.5 feet long, with a dragon's head at the top of it. At the bottom, a very brutal looking spike The
And that was the gnome?
no,
or-
that was the first person that walked out. This person, they again, judging from the ears, you guess maybe elf, half elf, but her face completely covered in a very finely made porcelain mask that almost resembles a death mask. The gnome, on the other hand, is dressed still in fine clothes, but not as fine. Almost as if he was wearing some form of formal evening wear. Crushed black velvet, purple filigree along the outside. No weapons on this one, though he does have a cane in his right hand. The mask that he wears does not resemble a death mask, but it's almost something that you would see on like an ancient dwarven sarcophagus. But as they begin to look around, they notice the two dead cultists on the ground and pinned to the wall. In the gnome walks over to the faceless one that's on the ground. He kind of puts his hand over the face, and you begin to see the wound heal up. And then the body begins to spasm as it sits up again. And it stands up and slowly just walks next to the woman in the white dress. And then he walks over towards the cultist pinned to the wall. He pulls the arrow out and lets the body crumple to the floor. Puts his hand over the face again. And with a gasp of air, the young man sits up, kind of stumbles to his feet, a little groggy, and begins to walk over to the woman as well. His hand covers his mouth, like instinctively noticing that the purple haze is in the room. A couple seconds later, she kind of looks towards the two cultists that were just raised, nods, and they walk through the portal.
Does the red kind of go away from the ley lines?
No, the portal is still open, as
Okay.
she and the gnome are still in the center part of the tower.
Okay, so they're still here. Not all of
Yes.
them left.
No, not all of them left. It was just the two cultists. And she looks over to the gnome, and she says something, but it's garbled, reversed. Doesn't really make any sense to you. Though the gnome seems to understand and replies in the same language. And they like take one last look around, and the gnome walks over to the back part of the room, cuts his hand open and slaps it onto part of the wall, as the wall begins to drain from that crimson color back to that black obsidian. And you can hear from where you're standing a bit of clicking as some sort of mechanism in the wall begins to slowly lower the gate as they walk through the portal.
I will, as soon as they go through the portal, I will Indiana Jones roll underneath.
Okay.
And go back into the tower. And kind of just stand there for a second. Kind of lean over and go, Well, Somar, we have a way back. But I think the rest of them are really screwed. We have to get back. And I'll try again putting on Gaius's. Is the portal still there?
Portal is still there. You can see that the portal's getting smaller, but it still has a stability to it to where if you wanted to jump through, you could.
What would he do? What would he do?
Yes, what would he do?
Knowledge is power. I'm gonna go through the portal stealthily behind him.
Okay.
I love it.
Go ahead and give me a percentile roll.
Okay.
We're all about bad decisions today, huh?
So 0 on the 10, 60 on the thing.
So 60.
60.
Okay. So you jump through, and at this time there's a bit of nausea that hits you, followed by a rather strong migraine as you come crashing down onto a cold stone floor. Takes about a couple minutes for your eyes to adjust, but as you look around, you're in a wine cellar. And you look behind you, and much like the apothecary's bedroom, there is a small like replica of the death masks up near the roof, and you can see the residual magic from the portal begin to fade away as it shuts. You're definitely not in Gaius's. You're definitely not in the apothecary anymore.
Is there anyone else in the wine cellar with me?
No, like given the amount of time that you took to weigh your options and then go through the portal, they had already exited the wine cellar. So you still have your air of stealth about you.
Good. So it's not one of those like, this isn't where I parked my car moments.
Well, not yet anyway.
So I will immediately find like a place to hide instead of the middle of the floor where I can, and then kind of figure out what to do. That's a lot better. 17 stealth, by the way.
17. Okay, so you duck behind and in between a couple of the wine casks that are in this cellar, kind of like tucked away into the shadows. And from what you can see, there's a solitary staircase that leads straight up to a very finely carved wooden door.
All right, I kind of turn to Somar. I'm like, all right, you're up. Reach down, let him go off, and
so
climb the stairs to kind of.
As he begins to climb the stairs, he gets to the door, and there's definitely enough of a space underneath it to where he can slip through. But as he begins to slip through, you see he kind of turns to dust.
Your poor familiar. This keeps happening to him.
Right?
Crushed underneath gravity.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Zellark.
You got Thanos.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna have to. So I guess at this point, I'm going to make my way towards the stairs.
Okay.
Just do I hear anything as I'm coming up to it?
You do not. Like it's silent from where you're at. And like on the other side, there's not really anything that you feel.
Can I, like, as if I'm climbing up the stairs, see underneath the gap of the doorway?
Kinda. It's, you look under the gap of the doorway, and it leads into a rather large kitchen. And you can,
Is there anyone, like,
You
do
could
I see
see-
anyone or hear?
you can see a couple legs walking by.
All right, I will go up to the door, slowly open it just to get a better angle and view of the kitchen.
Okay. And as you begin to open it up, the kitchen's full. As you can see quite a few of those automaton helpers that Gaius uses, walking through and preparing food. And as you begin to look more and more around, you realize that you're in Gaius's pantry.
Gaius's?
Gaius's.
I will immediately turn myself into an automaton
Okay.
and walk out, like, and with like a wine bottle, and just walk like I know
Yep.
where
And
I'm at.
As you do, you can feel your familiar kind of slithering up, like slithering up your back, and then once again just like taking like a rest around the collar.
Zellark is going to I guess at this point walk around the place just to verify that this is Gaius's estate. Dining hall.
And as you're walking around and everything, the doors, you can see the rest of your group coming back in to Gaius's estate. The two bodies with them.
Minus poor Snit, who's still waiting in the
Yeah,
apothecary.
minus poor Snit, who's still waiting underneath the bed of the apothecary,
How long does Snit wait?
like a creeper watching
Well,
her right.
now
her
that
journal.
there's somebody in the room, he's waiting until she either leaves or goes to sleep.
Yeah, that's being a peeping Tom.
This is his world right now.
Poor Snip.
Snit, you're able to make your way back probably a half hour after everyone else.
You know, I was going to say Snit was pretty frustrated at being left prone for being shoved into a lava pit, but now he's upset
Because he had to lay under a bed with his giant dog trying to be silent.
Oh no, he sent that with us.
He sent the dog.
Oh, he said the
Yeah,
dog. Okay.
I
He
sent
sent
it
us
with-
a private message letting us know Scrappy was with us.
Oh, okay.
it would have Scrappy would have been not great to have waiting around for Zellark to turn back up, because once Zellark turned back up, it would have been, we need to go
Okay.
quickly and quietly. So Scrappy's best chance was to go with the group.
So about a half hour later, you'll show up, but Zellark, you see your friends and companions
Friends is
walking
a
in.
Very strong term here.
Did I see Gaius anywhere?
You did not.
Bernard?
About
Anyone? Or just
like a couple seconds after everyone walks in, he kind of just appears behind Callie.
just slowly rubbing her shoulders?
No, he just appeared behind her and walks by her like he's been there the whole time.
As soon as we get back, we see Zog. What?
Oh no, I'm still
he's
as
an
an
automaton.
automaton for
Yeah.
at least.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay,
everyone else just sees
Forgot
this
about
random
that.
like this random automaton just like stop and just stare at you.
And
Did
then
you eat something?
walk off because Zelark is confused, pissed, like a lot of emotions right now. So
As an
Yeah, he's-
automaton, are you just sparking?
I walk off.
That was weird. Whatever.
a-
Where should we take this
as-
guy?
Yeah, as Bernard walks by me, I want to reach out and grab his sleeve to get his attention.
Oh, is there something you need?
Yeah, can you take this one? And I kind of
Wait.
hold the judge.
I definitely can. Where do you want me to take him?
I
Somewhere
don't know.
where I can perform the ritual.
Or interrogate?
Ritual.
Yeah, we're gonna see if he's being mind controlled, so I can, let him get his memories back.
I'll take
Doesn't
him
he
in.
have to?
He's like, I'll take him into my fun room.
Oh,
I'm going
that's
with it.
nice.
Oh, I'm gonna take the shawl off his face. He's a judge, by the way.
Was a judge.
Yeah.
As he just begins to walk without a spring in his step now that he has the judge slung over his shoulder.
I'm gonna
Me-
follow him so I can get things set up.
Yeah, Minako's picking up, he's putting down, and she's following
Okay.
with the other
Yeah,
body.
Yeah.
Callie is just going up to her room
So-
and shutting the door.
He walks through the large kitchen that Zelark just came out of and walks down into the wine cellar.
Following.
And then
Yep.
one of the larger casks, he kind of takes his hand and pushes on it for just a moment, and a false door opens up. And he just walks in through the cask.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
secrets. This is a cool place.
Was that mask still there?
The mask is still on the back part of the wall. That's not even where he went, but yeah, it's still down there.
Just wanted to make
Do
sure
we
that was
notice
the
the
right.
mask?
No, you do not.
Okay.
So he walks in and he just throws the judge down onto a table, and he begins to strap him down with leather straps.
Oh, do you think that's necessary?
You don't want him running away, do you?
I guess.
I mean, if you don't like the straps, I could break his legs, but
Whoa, no, straps are fine. That
I'm
works.
with that idea.
Mina.
I'm gonna go to the dining table.
okay. And Gaius is there, kind of sitting there.
Is
With
there
a,
more than just one table, or are we gonna have to take turns on these?
There's only one table.
Okay, so she's gonna hold on to the one body.
He's like, oh, you could just throw that one over in the corner. He's not going to be getting up for any time soon. I'm not afraid of that one running.
All right. So yeah, she's just gonna like, not even care. She's just like,
Thud.
yeah.
Not a 10-foot drop or 5.
He
The
goes,
poor guy a concussion when you throw him in the corner.
he's like,
Gives
not
a shit.
neither of them are going to be up for quite some time. All right, well, let's say we post one of the automatons down here and go meet up with my dear brother, and we can do a little debrief.
Okay. Can you have the automatons get the following things, and Syra will rattle off all the ingredients she needs for her ritual.
Yeah, I think we can spare one or two of them.
Okay.
And
Then I can leave and go to the debrief.
all right. And Mina, what about you? What are you doing?
Minako's just gonna grab some, like, the judge, like, by, like, the face and just, like, move his head around, see if they're, like, somewhat conscious. And she's, like, gripping down with force on, like, the jawline.
And Bernard kind of puts his hand on his shoulder. It's like, don't worry, you'll have plenty of time for fun. Let's let them recover first. The unconscious people cannot tell us their secrets.
And she'll spit on the judge and walk out.
Whoa, Mina. It's a little uncalled for. This guy's probably being controlled.
She's ignoring you, walks past you.
Mina
Syra
and
goes
Bernard-
behind her and cleans up the judge's face. I swear, that girl. and then she'll follow.
Okay. He follows behind and he locks the false wall again. So I take it everyone's gonna go talk to Gaius.
Yeah.
I'm in my room.
Oh, you went to your room? Okay.
I did. You said I didn't see Gaius in the dining room when I went in there originally. So I'm.
Oh no! He wasn't in the kitchen. He's in...
No, I said I was gonna check
Oh.
the dining room for
Oh,
Gaius.
okay. No, Gaius is in there. Gaius is
Okay.
sitting in his seat, kind of waiting for everyone, as if like he expected you back.
I'm gonna post up like an automaton actually would in the dining hall
Okay.
next to the wall, like
With a bottle of wine ready.
with just a bottle at the ready. Yes.
As those of you who are going to the dining room.
Walking in, do I see the automaton with the?
Yep. You see the
her
automaton.
pissed off. She's not gonna hit the automaton. She's just gonna knock the wine bottle out its hand, like to the ground, because she's pissed off. She got embarrassed.
She's had a bad day. Sorry.
And surprisingly enough, the bottle is pretty strong as it hits the ground with a thud, but doesn't break. And Gaius kind of looks over and say, "Is there a reason for that? Are you trying to ruin the carpets?"
I will reach down like an automaton and pick it up and then post it back.
He doesn't even really seem to like pay you any attention. He kind of just figures out that the robot's picking it up.
Syra pats the robot. Sorry, because that's something she would do. Does he feel like an automaton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what are you using? Disguise self?
No, I'm using my Mask of Shadows.
Mask of Shadows. Can you bring that up?
Well, I guess you said it is disguise self.
It's disguise self.
Yeah.
Does it feel like an automaton?
Let me see. I don't think disguise self changes
It does not. There.
your feel. Let me see. Disguise self. He doesn't actually.
Okay.
Like
I
when,
feel
when,
like
The automatons wear clothes.
when you put your hand on his shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
it's different from what you expect it to like wear.
And I'm gonna go up to its face, feel the baldness.
And where you would like normally feel like the metal,
Yeah.
you feel body heat.
And I'm gonna touch the face. And I want to roll perception to see if I can figure out before I call anything out that this is Zelark.
Hold on. Can I do a sleight of hand check to like kind of be like, stop it, leave me alone?
Well, let me see if I piece it together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like-
go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Investigation. Mm.
This robot has a very realistic beard on its face.
Right?
Okay, what about? Can I argue for insight?
No, it's an intelligence investigation check versus the spell save DC of the person casting it.
Well, because like I was thinking of like how well Syra knows this individual. Would I know based on just feel, and be able to piece together?
Unless
that's
you've
my
been
argument.
really handsy with his face.
I mean, okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right. 7.
14 is my DC.
Yeah, you can't tell it's Zelark.
Then I'm gonna call it out. So I was hoping I'd be able to
Yeah.
be
Well,
having
at that point,
enough.
Can I?
Yeah,
stealth-
you could just say stop that. You don't even have to stealth it.
Okay. Well, I just don't want other people to hear.
Yeah, you could say it in a low enough tone to where only Syra can hear it.
Stop that.
Who is it?
Zellark, and I don't trust Gaius.
I'll nod. Thank you, automaton. And I'll go sit down.
Pat, pat.
Yeah, pat, pat.
Smack him in the face.
At this point, that's just how Mina says hi to Zellark. Hit me with your echo, spit at me, you know.
Crush me under gravity.
Yeah,
A very weird relationship those two
Time I
have.
do something.
And
like
I
Helga from Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty close to Mina as well. So I know she kind of stormed past, but I'm gonna go up kind of like right behind Mina by her ear and just say, guard up. So she's gonna say guard up, whisper it to her, and then sit down near her.
Okay.
And she'll like, once she says that, she'll just like unclasp the sword. Not drawing it, but she'll
Just
like,
you just
thumb it out.
unclasp it from the sheath.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get into people jumping guys here, let's go ahead and take our first break of today so we can get up, stretch our legs, and all that fun stuff.
Cool.
And when we get back, we'll see what's going to unfold and if a poor tiefling is about to get his butt kicked. So stick with us, everyone. We will be right back. Okay, we are back.
Yeah, we're pretty much good. He's got his Bluetooth headset on. We're just making
Okay.
sandwiches for lunch.
But we're back
Yeah,
regardless.
sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to order Wendy's.
Why Wendy's? Wendy's is like bottom tier.
I don't want to hear this from the person who likes Raising Cane's. I mean that
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
you got no room to talk.
You all
I had
like
Taco
raisins,
Bell.
so
I don't like raisins.
some of y'all do.
So, everyone began to take a seat around the table. Mina-
Minako's not sitting for shit.
Mina was told to keep her guard up after a brief conversation between Robo Zelark and Syra.
Robo Billy Mays.
Robo Billy Mays.
Has Snick got back yet?
No, Snit is not back yet.
Oh, he's gonna come into a fucking bloodbath.
So, for those of you around the table, he kind of takes note that some people are missing. Can I be safe to assume that those not present are still with us?
Hopefully.
What do you mean, hopefully? That doesn't really inspire confidence.
I think Zelark went back to check on a few things, and I believe Snit stayed back to make sure that he came back.
Those two. Well, let's hope they come back in one piece.
Mm.
Though Zelark is a resourceful one, he will find a way. So, what did you run into? Or I should say, what happened?
Well, we went in. The mask is used to lead us to a certain wardrobe in the apothecary. That apothecary wardrobe is also a portal that activates when the mask is nearby.
Gate keys. It's ingenious.
We went through, and because Zelark was wearing it, he was the only one that wasn't held down by a spell on the other side in the middle of the tower of obsidian.
An obsidian
surrounded
tower.
by- yes, we don't know where.
Strange. I was gonna say I don't know of any location of any obsidian towers out in the wastes. Well, none that are within decent
the
travel
fact that
distance of us.
It's a gate key, yes?
Well, yeah, this is true. It can definitely open up to different parts of the world. It's just,
Can it go across different planes?
it's possible.
Okay.
It just depends on the magical fortitude of the one who originally cast the spell.
The place felt wrong. It didn't feel like home.
Speaking of which, we ran into Zizix. 4 dummies and what I can only assume is a mage by the actual standard.
Mage.
Yeah, the one that wields a book.
I know what a mage is. It's just
There are
strange.
many mages. In specific.
no, not in the city anyway. Out in the wastes,
one-
they're rather common.
This one was kind of greasy haired, greasy everything, just kind of ick. Stretched skin. Anyway,
It doesn't sound like anyone I know, or anyone that would associate themselves with people I know.
well, after Zelark managed to convince them that he was on their side, he grabbed Mina, threw Mina at Zizix. Zizix and the wizard were kind of taken aback. And then the fight continued. 2 of the dummies are dead. 2 of the dummies are here We gave those two to Bernard.
And Bernard pipes in, one of the dummies is a judge. And you kind of actually see for just a brief second a look of surprise cross Gaius' face. A judge? You mean to tell me that not only have you captured one of the Council of 13, but he's currently being held in the basement?
Unconscious. We did try to not kill the dummies.
Bernard, when you gather information from him, when I know you're going to, anyone who goes into that room needs a full disguise. Head to toe, voice change, everything. We can't have him know that he was captured. Well, by them anyway. You can't know where he's at.
I was gonna do the ritual on him to see if maybe he was being controlled not of his own will.
Let's hope that's the case.
Out of curiosity, can I think back to the fight and think about how they were moving around?
Not really. They all seem to be acting under their own free will as they were targeting random people. They weren't basically, nobody was controlling them. You didn't hear any orders being shouted out to them as if somebody were to be in control at that moment.
It's fair. They were all wearing this mask, and I just kind of put one on the table.
Huh?
Be careful though, because I believe that they are used to either teleport or at least be within an area where there are ley lines to teleport. I don't know where though.
Ley lines?
Also, yeah, and
Ooh.
apparently these ones specifically can actually attack people.
So if it's ley lines, it's definitely not any place here.
I have no idea what that means. Other than
Ley lines, they're pathways to different planes. They run all throughout our world, and those with the ability to do so can travel them between planes. It seems these masks are the keys to open up a gateway.
See, that was my theory when, as we were running away, it's like a light switched on. And all of a sudden there were people in the streets and the lights were on and everything just seemed to go back to normality, and started to think perhaps we were in a different plane or perhaps even a pocket dimension of sorts with these masks to access in and out of it.
That almost sounds like when you first encountered Zizix's lab.
Speaking of which, those two, the mage and Zizix, are still alive.
Well, I assume so, since you didn't lead off with "we killed them." There's nothing we could do about that now. We'll just have to increase security around the manor.
Oh, and just before we left, some sort of purple mist kind of tried to filter into the room.
Might have
As the
been a
door
booby
was
trap
open.
just to knock us
Could've
out
been.
or poison us.
Could be. I
You
mean,
know.
I wouldn't put it past them to have trapped
Which
that
begs the
trapped that
question,
tower
why
head to
did
toe.
Zellar go back knowing that there was fumes?
You would have to ask Zellark.
Sarah tries very hard not to look at the automaton.
Like the worst liar found out that I am
Yeah, right.
in disguise.
That's why she's trying to be
Yeah.
quiet.
The one person without a poker face.
Question.
He's like,
Because Minako was warned by Syra to keep guard after she spoke to the automaton. Can I put two and two together?
I wouldn't say so, because she kind of was just like, you've seen her pet the automatons before
or
And talk to the
trees.
trees.
over the trees. Yeah.
Alright, so okay, she was just being fucking weird.
Yeah,
Normal Syra.
it's like any day that ending in Y for Syra.
Yeah, I was like,
I talk to animals too, so
Yeah,
just
she talks to the animals,
everything.
she pets the robots.
Do you know how to use ley lines, Gaius? Or know anyone who does?
My knowledge of ley lines is limited. I'm more of a... I'm more of a person who prefers to use raw power in order to travel if need be.
Miraco's gonna like glance over at Bernard because Bernard has a tendency of like being expressive when Gaius is being Gaius.
Yep, Bernard is just kicking back, like he's got the chair kind of leaned back on two legs, and his feet are once again kicked up on the table. Just listening to the conversation.
That's unfortunate because I had an idea to use the mirror, the broken mirror, to scry, but if there's dimensions and planes involved, I have a feeling that they are tucked away somewhere that we cannot see.
It's worth a shot. I haven't really tested the full power of this mirror before.
Guys, did you know what we were walking into?
To be
Did you have
fair,
any information about
I
it?
had no inclination of what you were walking into. All I was told was to show up at the apothecary wearing this mask.
Have you ever done anything like that before?
Inside check.
Gone to the apothecary wearing a mask?
Wearing a mask and just anything similar to this situation?
Nothing similar to this situation. I've worn masks at masquerades.
I'd like to insight check as well.
Okay.
I did 18.
Yeah, same, because I've been told to keep my guard up, so she's just not having it. Insight. Oh boy, that's not good.
17. I know he's a harder one to read, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that wasn't horrible. 17.
He sounds like he's telling the truth. That he's never had experience with like using these masks to travel anywhere.
And what about the part about, did he know anything about what we were getting into?
Not a clue.
Syra's gonna chance a glance at the automaton and kind of raise an eyebrow. And then look back.
Syra, did you want a drink?
Yeah.
And I'll walk up and just pour her a glass and then walk back to the wall.
Thank you, Automaton.
Don't feel bad. You can ask them for whatever you need. If you need food, drink, just ask.
Uh-huh.
Is
Okay.
everything
My
okay?
nerves are shot right now.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Are you sure? And as I do like an eyebrow, knowing damn well she's hiding something.
Yeah, he's like,
Just
So I'm worried about Snit and Delark a little, that's all.
Bernard, can you do what you do and go check to see if Snit and Zelark are okay? He kind of sighs and he gets up off the chair. He's like, yeah, fine. And as he turns around, Snit walks in.
And I'll just, as he gets up, I'll just let him know. It's like, I'll try not to have too much fun without you.
And Snit, you've now made your way back into the manor and into the dining room where everyone minus Callie and Zelark are. No Zelark.
Syra stays pointedly quiet.
Well,
You're muted.
You're muted.
Where is Callie?
she's
Tell me
up in
she
her
made
room.
it back.
She did.
did.
She's just not.
Feeling
She's
good.
up in
her
her
room.
room.
She's not well. She needed some time.
Yeah, she's probably pissed off because we killed a couple people.
Yeah.
Needed to happen.
And maybe not we. I mean, I didn't, just
We
saying.
tried. We tried not to, but things happen.
The two murder hobos with the ranged weapons were the culprits this time.
I was trying to whittle him down. I sort of thought I wasn't going to kill him.
I didn't expect the guy to have like less than 20 HP. Come on.
Well,
I mean,
also
I
didn't
did
expect
try
a
to
crit.
throw one in the lava.
Anyways.
In my defense, it was Nyrix's poisons on my darts that did a lot of damage to
Yeah.
him, so still on her.
So most of the blame goes to Nerix then.
Hashtag blame Nerix.
Hashtag blame Nerix.
In combat, Nerix has one setting: loud.
Because I was the one that totally put the poison in the little container for his darts.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, I totally did that.
Reiju gets up, runs over to Snit, and hugs.
I'm glad you're okay too. But
Puts you down.
where's Zelok?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Your friends
Thought you were
informed me
waiting
that you
for
were
him.
waiting for him.
Yeah, I was, and then all of a sudden, the apothecary lady appeared in the room at her desk, like already at her desk in the middle of writing something. She'd been there for hours.
I'll quickly explain my theory of the dimensions to him and the different planes.
And Zelok never showed up.
Every mention of Zelark's name, Syra takes a big sip of the wine.
Syra,
and
slow
tries
down.
so hard not to look behind her.
I'm gonna
Alright.
insight check
Two-
this.
Oh yeah,
Two-part question for Snit.
1 second.
Do I notice this, and do I put something?
You
together?
can insight check it, Nerix. You can insight with advantage because she's your sister.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I don't notice it, I
fuck yeah.
wouldn't have anything to insight. So.
It-
I have
25.
perception, but I'm also
Yeah,
upset.
What's your passive perception?
19.
Yeah, you notice that there's something telling on Syra's face because, like, she just keeps taking very big drinks of the wine.
I will walk up, refill her glass, and then walk around the table towards the kitchen.
Okay.
Along the way, filling anyone's glass, so the bottle's pretty much empty. And by the time I get to the head of the table, I will refill Gaius's glass, go behind him, drop it, immediately pull out a dagger and hold it to his throat and drop my illusion.
I immediately pull my bow out and aim it at him.
Syra gulps
Yep.
more of the wine.
As a reaction, I would too.
Yeah, and
wait.
Bernard kind of separates in the two, and they've both got like knives like pressed against the side of your neck.
Minako's gonna make her echo appear in front of. Is Nerix aiming the bow at Zelark?
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna stand. Her echo's gonna appear in front of you, sword drawn, and Minako's just gonna be like pointing her sword like at.
This is the most confusing standoff.
It's
I-
Pirates of the Caribbean number
Listen,
3
listen,
after they get out of the water.
I'm with Zelark because like normally Minako usually like sits or stands next to like the head,
Uh-huh.
so she has her sword on
Gaius.
Gaius and her echo on Nerix.
So the way I'm saying this is the bow is drawn at Gaius.
No, at
at
Zelark.
The Echo's blade is at Nerix. Snit's gun is at is it Zelark?
Mm-hmm.
And then Zelark's knife is pressed against Gaius's throat, and the two Bernards have the tips of their knives against Zelark's neck.
And Syra's just drinking. She's just drinking nervously.
I'm just like,
She's like, I'm not involved.
Gaius kind of like puts like a hand up, like, okay,
yeah, okay.
Zelok, explain yourself now.
yes, please. Why do you have a knife to my throat?
Better question. How did you get back?
That's who.
You are hiding way too much from us.
Understatement of the century.
You almost got us killed.
We
I-
walked in knowing well that something was going
I
to go down. That was
teleported
so
into
shocking.
your winery downstairs from the shadow plane.
I'm sorry, what? I don't have any portals in this house.
The mask downstairs in your winery
What
is
mask?
an exit point into your area,
What?
into your
What mask?
basement.
Is he if he's gonna keep like lying through his teeth? Minako's gonna like press her like sword tip on
I'm
his
doing,
like, shoulder.
I'm doing an insight on Gaius and an insight on Zelark.
Okay.
Instead of
Okay.
Same. Yeah, same.
Nat 20. I don't know if it's gonna work on Gaius, but not 20. For a total of 24.
18 on Zelark and 27 on Gaius.
Jesus.
24
The
on
Keelan dice
Zelark.
doesn't fail all the time.
24 on Zelark, 23 on
I nat
Gaius.
20 on Gaius.
Both of them are telling the truth.
I am.
I was more in.
100%.
I guess I should have explained myself better. I was more inciting, I guess, that not only was Zelark telling the truth, but it actually was Zelark because he just disappeared. And that was that.
It's totally it's totally Zelark.
Okay.
And Gaius
yeah,
is telling the
Gaius,
truth. He
Gaius
doesn't
is
know
telling
about
the
a
truth.
mask.
He has no idea what you're talking about. He's like, I don't even go into my basement or
Zelark,
into my
You might wanna
into my
swim.
wine cellar. The only
He's
ones that
telling the
do that
truth.
are the automatons and Bernard when he's gathering information.
Zelark, he's
and-
telling the truth.
Bernard's like, I've never seen any mask down there.
Insight on that.
Everyone's lying. No, but you remember Bernard cannot lie.
Oh, that's true. 22.
Bernard
I'm
cannot
still
lie.
going to insight it because he told us he cannot lie.
Yep.
Maybe
22.
True.
that was a lie.
No, but as always, he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Like, I've never seen a mask in the basement. And-
Zelark, why don't... Okay, how about we all just, like, calm down, put the weapons down, and talk about it, and maybe Zelark can show us where the mask is.
I'm done talking.
No, let's
Finally,
let's-
we
Woke up.
agree on
No,
something.
everyone listen now.
Let's
My hand,
keep
the knife
talking.
does not leave his throat. We woke up in his mansion. He tells us of this group that is after us. He has been supporting us all this way. He's also telling us the head of the city is against him and the leading of this entire thing that is making everyone under the control for this. And when we get there, we're teleported to the Shadowfell, my home plane, against these people who get away, but one of the city judges is with them. Then after I came back to verify where I was at, these two other individuals come in, a woman who is either elf or half elf, and this gnome looking person, both in masks. They revive the two people that we killed and go back through the portal. I follow them through the portal and I end up in this mansion.
What?
Talk.
Do you forget that the one theory I had was that the mask could probably take us to different areas depending on the mask? For instance, the mask we put on took us back to the apothecary. One of those masks could have taken them somewhere else, just like another one of those masks to take them to a completely different location, so on and so forth. That doesn't necessarily mean they're all linked here.
Then why is
Why
one
would
of their
there-
masks leading here?
Yeah. There shouldn't be any.
Did
As
they
I
sneak in?
stated,
Again, hence why my
have-
blade has not left his throat.
I have no idea about any mask. I have no idea about any teleportation to the Shadowfell. If that was the
Maybe-
case, why would I go to the apothecary when I could have just sent you down to my basement where it was safer travel?
Well, maybe you don't know. Maybe they've been using... Maybe they have a secret passageway into your place and you didn't know.
Bernard
You-
too.
Yeah.
Bernard, do
Can
you
you
know
go to
anything
the
about
basement
this?
while the other Bernard holds steady?
And do what? Stab the judge?
No, check for the mask in the cellar.
Yeah, I could do that. But can Callie come with me? Oh, wait, she's
Sure.
not here.
Wait, she's. Oh, I'll go with you.
No, that's fine. You're not Callie. I'll go.
Have we also forgotten that we were told that for a very long time this cult has been after Gaius? So I am actually not surprised that one of them would try to be linked up here as a way to get to him.
We were
Murderous
told
or
that by
otherwise.
Gaius.
And
Gaius-
I
I
told
don't,
you
I don't
many
trust
things.
this tiefling fuck.
Gaius is the one who
Hey.
is supplying all
That's
the information.
racist. Thanks, Mina.
That is racist.
And he's like, yes, I am an information broker. I provide information.
You could potentially have information that they don't like. For instance, you've told us stuff around them, which is information you have. All the more reason why they want to get to you more.
Now, you said woman. elf, half elf. What did they look like?
I go through the whole thing.
That's going with the other Bernard, by the way.
Okay.
The long, dress, she had the death mask looking thing, and the gnome had a dwarven sarcophagus mask looking thing. And I tell him about the long staff, the golden staff with the dragon at the top and coming down to a sharp spike.
Gold filigree stuff, all that stuff, right?
Oh.
Yep.
That sound like Verlindra?
Val, you twisted little witch.
So Val knows a healer.
No, the gnome is a puppet of hers.
Not surprised.
The puppet's a healer.
No.
Another judge?
Or
Necromancer.
necromancer.
Puppet is a necromancer.
Those were dead. There was no healing those things. If you brought it back, it's not itself.
I beg to differ as I bring up Revivify.
I'll let that one.
You don't know about that.
No.
Well,
And Sarah
I
knows
think
that they wasn't a druid, so I guess could be a cleric of some kind.
We trust me when I say this. I have no affiliation with her or her guild or her cult. However, she
Apart
got
from-
down into my basements and used some form of mask to get to where you were in the Shadowfell is not something I have knowledge of. And as much as I am an information broker and I tell you not to trust me, do trust that I much rather, keep my throat intact.
Telark, I haven't noticed any untruths from him so far. Maybe back down a bit.
we'll
Or,
wait for number
keep
two.
up hostilities, So what does
So-
other Bernard and Snit find in the cellar during
So
this?
when other Bernard and Sit go
Yeah.
down there, they find the mask. Like put up like
How hard is it to find it, though? Because I would
if
expect
you
it.
weren't looking for it, you wouldn't see it. It's like kind of like tucked up into like where the wall meets the ceiling of the wine cellar. And much like in the apothecary's home, it isn't a full mask. It isn't like super big or anything like that. It's just like a small replica. But again, you see that the red eye and everything tied to it.
I'll grab it off the wall. Make sure it's not trapped or anything first, of course, but I doubt it is.
You try as you might, you cannot pull this thing off the wall.
Oh,
There's something binding it to the wall.
pull out 5 snit sticks. No.
In a wine cellar? Are you crazy?
I cast disintegrate.
Anyone got any of that universal solvent?
Wish spell?
Can I use a WD-40?
The only one who would have access to the elixir WD-40 would be Snit,
Yeah, exactly.
because he's an arcanist.
But I doubt I actually have it.
Not on you.
Anyways.
Get the blue can, Snit.
So Snit will say somebody's gotta go get the rest of the group. Probably can't be Bernard because sorry, you're kind of on the no trust list right now.
Which is
But,
very unfair because, like I said, neither of me can lie. But okay, I mean, if you want to go ahead. But I can't promise that the judge won't have a hole in him when you come back.
No, I Reiju came with us too?
Yes. I'm just
Reiju,
kind
could
of
you-
pondering.
You're kind of a voice of calm. can you go get the rest of the group? Bernard and I will stay here and keep an eye on this.
Will do. And I bolt back over.
Okay.
And,
Back at the table, Gaius is kind of just still sitting there with his hands up. A little
I was trying to
relaxed,
calm
a
people.
little too over relaxed at the moment. And we take the blades away from each other. This has gotten to a point of annoyance. If I wanted to betray you, I would have found other ways to do so. I wouldn't have risked leaving anything unplanned for. If I wanted you dead, you would be dead. But as you can see, you are all very much alive.
You're not helping your case here.
Let's just wait and see what the others downstairs say, okay? And then maybe that'll calm things.
I feel like this group is just jumping to conclusions without getting all the facts.
Nyrix,
You
That
haven't been
is
a
here.
lot has
Fire.
been going on.
We don't know all the facts, and I'm getting tired of feeling like I'm being manipulated by those around me.
shows
The
up.
Gaius has been good to us,
And
and he's helped us in things that don't even have anything to do with this.
Reiju kind of
Sure.
Reiju runs
Give
full
people
speed
free
back
things,
into the room.
and then use it against them later. It's a perfect.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Reiju, what'd you
Still in
find?
contact? Okay. So, what we found. Yes, there is a mask in there. No, it is not easy to find. Also, Snit and Bernard too are making sure nothing else comes through them. Key
It
point.
can't be removed from the wall.
It's stuck to the wall.
Stuck.
I would have seen
This is
Snit
something.
trying to pull on it.
This is something I need to see myself. Shall we
Zeller?
all
Shall we
go?
away?
And he kind of just like misty steps out of the chair next to Reiju, and he kind of just like fixes his collar, fixes like the cuff on his shirt. Shall we go?
I was honestly waiting for that this whole time. Like,
Yeah.
I guess we shall. And I just start walking with guys.
Yep.
So while all of this is going on, Callie up in her room, you know, by herself, missing all the fun once again.
Just making one of those like. Is
Yeah.
Bernard like
Tommy
me?
for-
This Bernard like
She's,
me, yeah.
she's making more counterfeit paperwork. It's okay.
Mr. and
Color.
Mrs. Bernard Callie.
Elue.
Bernard 2 and Callie sitting in a tree.
Is it specifically number 2?
Yes.
Yeah, number 2 is the one that went
Makes her
into the
uncomfortable.
cellar.
Yeah. Bernard 2's the one that's kind of unstable.
And
He's very
Touchy.
stab happy and very touchy.
That's reassuring.
So Callie, what have you been doing when you've gotten up to the room?
She spent the first, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes just meditating and calming herself down. And she is spending the remainder of the time, or at least the time between then and now, working on channeling her key to alter the space around her. It's for an ability that she will unlock next level. She is taking time to practice it now.
Okay. What are you practicing?
The ability, of course, I had to close the page. The ability that she will be unlocking next level is called Noxious Aura. And what it does is it channels your key in a way to create a toxic miasma in a 5-foot aura around you that will poison people and also have an impact on any ranged attack that passes through it.
So they gave Monk a fart cloud aura.
It's the way that I interpret it is because of the connection that they have, that the Way of Mercy specifically has to not only their own key, but that of the people around them, it creates an aura that disrupts the key of anyone that moves into it and makes them, well, feel like they're sick, essentially.
So, like, floods the area around her with like the yin.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like the way it's described just sounds like it's a giant fart cloud.
I get what you're saying. I saw this in Dragon Ball once.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, and what is she doing for the remainder of the time?
That's all she is doing until it is nighttime. She'll probably come back out looking for Gaius after dinner.
Okay. So
Did we get back before dinner, or like what time?
dinner hasn't been served yet.
Okay.
So everyone back downstairs makes their way down into the basement, and
Knives
sure enough,
drawn.
there's a mask. And Gaius looks up to it and, oh, I'll be damned, there is a mask here.
That's
Not
where
mine.
you came through from, Zelark?
That's it.
And you say it can't be taken off?
I
I
wonder if we
can,
could smash it.
no, well, I
Snit
can
will
help
pull
with
out
that.
some snit sticks and be like,
No.
unless you want me to do this.
I can help. Gaius, can you? I know you have wardings on your house, so no terraforming or any magical damage can happen. Can you
Or- Can I
Like-
what?
just like not do that? In
Yeah,
that
no,
specific
no.
corner?
Mina, that's fine. I don't want my property damaged.
I'm not damaging it. I'm only altering it, and turning it back.
That's okay. If this is what I believe it is, that's not going to work. It's sealed there. It's an anchor.
Up, Snit,
Yeah.
you're up.
I can try to dispel magic on it.
Could work. Or could just nullify
That
it a
is
little bit.
the most logical
Okay.
idea out of everything that everyone has said.
Can someone help me up? It's really up. I'm not.
There you go.
I'll help you.
Scrappy will.
Thank you. And Syra will reach up and touch it and dispel cast. Well, I guess I could have done it at a range too, but she wanted to be sure.
As before she's doing that, I put the Gaius mask on. Does it react to that mask at all?
It does.
Like through I can see through it.
Yeah. Like as your eye, like as you put it on, the red eye on Gaius's mask activates onto the gate itself. As slowly
Before
but surely you begin to see the wall in front of Syra change from that of the pressed stone into again that swirling blue vortex.
I say, Sarah, wait.
Oh,
Take the
okay.
mask off. I hand it to Gaius. Would you like to go through first before we close this?
No, I'm quite all right here, thank you.
Oh, I think he's insisting, Gaius.
I'm not stepping through anything to a Shadowfell. Sorry, even my kind cannot survive there.
You can survive for short times.
Yes, but let's just say I don't want to risk it.
So, continue?
Continue.
Please.
Okay. So I'll start doing. Sarah starts chanting something in her druidic tongue, and doing the symbols. And then reaches out and grasps the mask, and casts dispel magic at 3rd level.
At 3rd level? Okay.
It's the only level I can do it at.
Can
so,
you give me a DC check here?
Yeah.
'Cause it's definitely stronger than a 3rd level.
Okay. So that would be.
It's a 4th level.
So DC. What do I do exactly for
Hey,
this? I roll.
So you roll. Let's see.
Spell attack?
No, it's for each spell above the 4th level or higher. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So for
A spell attack. Okay.
yeah, so it's your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
It's the D20 plus the wisdom mod.
And your proficiency, because you're proficient.
Oh, so
Um,
plus.
I don't think that
It's
counts
not-
your
no,
proficiency.
it's
No,
not
it's
proficiency.
just D20 plus the modifier.
Yeah, D20 plus your modifier.
Ah,
Plus wisdom modifier.
Never
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got a 19 on the die. So.
Okay, so you reach out
So
and
it's a 23 total.
you bring your hands up like point blank to this mask. As you said, you want to make sure. And as the spell goes off, the mask cracks and then falls to the ground.
Well done, Syra.
As
It worked.
you could see the stones in front of you kind of ripple for just a moment, but then calm down.
Well, we don't have to worry about that. But what if there's more masks around the property?
it's a good point.
It's a scary point. One of them can be in my bedroom.
Shall we investigate the rest of the area?
I
believe
think
me and Bernard have something we need to get to.
I think it would be responsible of all of us to do a sweep of the house. I'll get the automatons on it as well. Make sure that there are no other hidden masks anywhere.
I'm not good at the looking thing. I'm gonna.
No, but you're good
Prepare
at
the ritual.
You're good at the dispelling thing.
Yeah, let me know if you find one.
I'll
I look-
volunteer to help search, and if I find anything, I will contact you.
Me and Uncle will go wait by the hidden door.
As Bernard walks by, he's like, "We're not doing that until tomorrow. Give them time to rest.
Oh, I'll watch over them then.
You don't
Oh,
need
when-
to watch over them."
When should I do the ritual? I figured it'd be better while they're calm.
He needs to be conscious in order
Oh,
for us to tell if
right.
he's being mind controlled.
Okay.
Get some sleep. I have a feeling it's gonna be a very long couple days.
As we're leaving, I stop right in front of Gaius, look him dead in the eyes, and I'm like, "You knew nothing of this."
Zelark, I promise you, this isn't me keeping information or anything like that. I had no idea about this mask or about Val being able to step in and out of my own property.
The relationship between us, the trust is wavering, and that needs to be rectified. And then I walk off.
Kind of.
And it goes, we'll just make like, since it's a wine cellar, I guess you'll like find like a keg barrel and just like sit it down, and she'll like plop on it. She's gonna spend the night here.
Okay.
She'll, like,
Bernard,
she'll lean up against like a wall and just like get like situated.
Yeah, what's up?
did you happen to stop by the library recently?
Oh, you want that smoke thing, don't you?
Oh, I guess you didn't bring it then.
No, it's in your room.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And she'll go off the room, grab that, and go out into the garden and start.
Smoking up a storm.
Sarah's gonna go up to Callie's room and knock on the door.
What is it? I'm busy.
Callie, the last stuff has happened. I need to tell you.
Can it wait till tomorrow?
I guess.
Okay.
But you probably should check your room for masks because bad guys can get into it. Your room. If there's a mask. So
Okay.
look really good. Let me know. I'll dispel it if there's one in there.
I will.
Okay. Good night.
Okay, bye.
And Sarah's gonna go and start helping search for masks.
Okay. So it takes a couple hours, unless anybody else wants to do anything beforehand.
I'm gonna do something, but after I'm done completing searching for masks.
Okay. So it takes about 2 hours to cover the house top and bottom, but there are no masks found anywhere else. It seems,
Snip with us too.
yeah, it seems like the only point of entry was the gate down in the basement.
Minako will do something.
Okay.
She's gonna go back up to the kitchen and grab a cup, and she's going to get sloshed.
Okay.
This is real depression hours in the basement.
Only
I'm not
difference
even
is
gonna
there's no
roll.
shower.
She is going to be in a bad way tomorrow morning.
She pretty much drinks until she passes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ara's gonna go talk to the plants outside as well and ask them if they've seen any weird people putting masks out in the garden after she ritually casts Speak with Plants.
Who are you asking?
Or no, I actually have let's see. Is that a ritual? Hold on. Let me make sure that's a ritual thing. I think it is, but it might not be. No, it's not. Okay. So do I have it prepared is the question. Usually do. But nope, not today because I thought we were going into a battle. And I think talking with plants is going to be handy. So never mind. I'll save that for tomorrow.
Okay.
But if there's any animals around, I can actually do that.
No animals around.
All right. Then she's just, yeah, I guess I'm searching. I don't know how long that took us.
The search for the masks, like I said, takes 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
And then afterwards, everybody is informed that dinner is going to be served in about 10 minutes in the dining room.
Oh, okay.
I'll actually wait to do my thing until dinner's served.
Okay. And
who shows up for dinner?
Gaius is back down there sitting in his chair, waiting for all of you as if nothing happened.
I deliberately take a place away from everyone.
Bernard is once again sitting next to his brother in his single form.
Just kind of casually sit next to Gaius.
Okay.
Just like, that's all good.
So no Mina, no Callie, no Snit?
I think Callie was coming down for dinner.
No, she's going to wait until she hears people kind of going down the hallway and retiring to their rooms for the night.
Gotcha.
And then she's going to come down and look for Gaius.
Okay.
So it's probably like a super awkward dinner.
Yeah, it's very super awkward. Not much conversation to be had. But dinner's still filling. It's still good. You know, at least there's that constant.
Syra instructs one of the automatons to bring a plate to Callie.
And they do. And Callie, there's a soft rap on your door. And they don't wait. You just hear something being placed outside of your door as they walk off.
And Syra will take a plate and excuse herself and say goodnight to Nerix, that she'll be up in the room in a few minutes. And she's going to go down to Mina and bring Mina a plate.
And
what state is Mina in at this
point? By that time,
in
she is wasted. She is wine drunk.
Like white girl wasted? Oh, wine drunk. Yeah,
no,
white
she is
wine
angry.
drunk.
She is angry, depressed.
So she'll kind of knock on a cellar
not
wall.
Jittery. She is not a people person right now.
Mina,
more so than usual.
Mina, food.
No response. You just hear like smashing of barrels in at the bottom.
Ooh, okay. Right. So I'll go down. I'll set the food on top of one of the barrels that aren't smashed. You okay?
And she's just ignoring.
Okay, so you're in that kind of mood tonight. Okay. Well, I brought you food. Make sure you eat. And try not to drink too much of the wine. And save some of it for the rest of us.
She'll finish her cup and she'll just like throw it across the room.
Sarah will watch it. Yeah. Well, have a good night. See you in the morning. If you need healing later, let me know. Bye. And she'll go upstairs to their room, her and her sister's room.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
So after dinner concludes, Zori said Nirix wanted to do something.
Yeah, because she was probably most likely not paying attention. She is going, when she finishes up, she was going to put together a plate and go up to Callie's room.
As you see, there's a plate of food already there waiting for her.
Oh. She's gonna knock on the door anyway.
Who is it? I'm busy still.
I didn't know you were busy. My apologies.
Oh, sorry. I think Zyro was here earlier.
Oh. Is this a bad time?
Yeah.
I take it you don't want me to come in?
No.
Well, if it helps, I mean, I brought you food, but I think someone else did too.
Oh, is that what that noise was?
I'll leave it here. This one might be warmer now, maybe. I don't know, but I just wanted to say something real quick. You don't have to answer, and I'll leave you be. I totally understand wanting to be alone, but I just wanted to let you know that I do apologize for my actions. I had no intention of killing that one cultist. I just wanted to whittle him down and forgot that I took the strength mutagen ahead of time and kind of overdid it. So my apologies. It was not my intent. I'm sorry if it upset you.
We've all made mistakes with good intentions. It's okay. Thank you.
Well, get some rest. Sounds like we've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow, but
Oh,
I feel like eating. There's
do we?
food. Lots of planning, lots of drama. Let's just say trust and motivations are tense right now, so just a heads up.
Okay. Thank you.
Good night, Callie. And she'll set the plate down at the door and walk back to her room.
Okay.
And when she gets to the room, she's actually going to open up that golden box with the shards and throw it in the air to form the mirror. And out loud, she'll say Zizix's name.
Is Syra in the room, or am I still downstairs at that time?
You're probably up
Yeah.
in the room at that time.
I
'Cause this was
think
after you already
yeah,
left.
I think as soon as like the shards are thrown into the air, you open the door.
Yeah. Oh,
And
and I'll quickly close the door.
the shards begin to hang there for a moment as if they're trying to locate Zizix, and then they come together. And you can see that the mirror is once again no longer reflective. But you can see a very large individual sitting at a stone table with 4 other figures, all of which are in these solid black with crimson lining robes.
Am I
can't-
able to see any like
You can't
features
see
for
you
the
can't
hair?
see any of the features or anything like that. The only one you can make out for certain is Zizix, as it looks like they are in a very passionate discussion at the moment. There's a lot of finger pointing and a couple things like knocked off the table.
We can't hear anything,
You
right?
can't hear anything.
They can't hear us, right, Nirix?
Well, if they did now.
Oops.
No, I don't think so, because we tried. We were talking when we saw Father the other day and there was no reaction, so I don't think
Yeah.
they can hear us.
He didn't hear us.
But it's hard to tell if one of them's the gnome, if one of them is the elf that was described to us. It's hard to say, but let's just say I think Zizix or someone fucked up with our encounter.
They don't seem happy. Can I do like an insight check to see if I can determine more about like the structure, the social structure of the group that we're seeing, to see if there's some, and like the mood of them, like just more details in terms of their body language and how they're interacting, like who the leader of that little group might be.
Yeah, go ahead and you can go ahead and give me an insight
stuff.
roll for that.
Rosen,
14.
actually, I have an idea for me to go
19.
after everything's done.
14.
All right, 14. It seems that like the rogue figures are kind of giving more of a respectful tone, I guess you would say, even though you can't see their words, towards Zizix, their body language kind of, you know, giving off that they're a bit subservient to him.
Okay. So it seems like Zizix is the big dog in the room at the moment.
At the moment, yeah, it seems like he commands a bit of power, as you previously suspected.
Okay.
Does he still look a little charred from when Mina
You don't know.
pushed him into the lava?
It's hard to tell, but I think that they understand that they fucked up.
And then you can see that he walks over to one of them. He kind of just like scoops them off of the out of the chair with one hand and slams them down into the table. And as like they're struggling, you see that he pulls out like a vial and he uncorks it and just pours it down their mouth.
Whoa. What's that? Do you recognize that?
Hold on.
And as he steps away, he kind of throws them off to the side. And you can see the body begin to convulse and twitch as like their bones begin to pop and reshape.
Ooh.
And then whatever is underneath that cloak runs off.
Whoa.
The cloak itself just now left there.
What just happened?
Definitely a mutagen of some sort, but I can't tell if it's something similar that the other cultists were working on, or maybe they're even working together. It's hard to say.
So it could be another werebeast?
Yeah, but it moved too fast, couldn't see it. But it also could be a punishment, not necessarily a werebeast, but a horrible mutation.
Oh. Like the guys with the no face?
Perhaps. It's hard to tell without the details, but
There's so much.
yeah.
This cult is really messed up, sis.
Let's just take solace in knowing that our encounter pissed them off. And that's good. That's the right direction, that they know that we're onto them. We're coming
Is it?
after them. I take it as a win. It may
I
not
wish we
look
could have
like
taken
it.
Zizix down.
He knows that we can hurt, and we can hurt hard if we push enough. We just gotta locate them.
Next time we need to take down that wizard thing first, so they can't get away, right?
Agreed. However, not just that. It could be a simple swordsman. As long as they have one of those masks in a circle, they could probably teleport away. So I say anything
Ugh,
with a mask or magic, but
that's right.
probably prioritize the magic.
So complicated.
And I'll go ahead and I'll let it fall back into pieces and kind of put
Okay.
it back in the box. Well, the good news is he's on this plane. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to scry on him. So
Oh, that's good to know.
it's just a matter of where a stone room is not going to give us much.
No, not really.
So
I
it's
mean,
either
kind of. There's
underground.
not like, what kind of stone was it? Was it like, because the town is made up of probably, I
Sandstone.
imagine, like very much the same kind of like sandstone or mud structures or something, but clay,
Mhm.
adobe or whatever. I don't know. But so does the stone look significantly different from what we've seen in the greater part of the city?
It's blackstone, like kind of like what the tower was.
Oh, it looked like Blackstone, like the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So it could be either back in that tower in a similar location. Again, it's hard to say. Right now, it's probably not a good idea to go back anyway, at least for right now.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we got under his skin, and that's a step in the right direction. It's just a matter of locating him now.
It was a good idea using the mirror.
Well, to be honest, I mainly wanted to use it to see if he was on this plane.
Mm.
And he is.
Can we use it again, or is it like a one-time thing a day?
He didn't say there was a limit, but if you want to try it out, you certainly can.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the pieces and throw them and go, Dad!
You have to say his actual name.
Oh. Crap. What was our dad's name?
Eurus.
I say dad's name.
Okay. And it takes a moment as the mirror begins to spin, and there's no connection made as it's pulled back into the box.
Whoa. What does that mean?
Well, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. That either means that it's reached its limit, or he's not on this plane, which is not a bad thing necessarily, but perhaps we can ask Gaius in the morning if there's a limit to these.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a one-time-a-day thing.
I mean, it's a pretty powerful thing. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised otherwise. So
Okay.
just don't think too hard on it right now until we get more information.
Okay.
Go to bed, Sarah. You kicked enough ass today. You did good.
Thanks, sis. And I'm gonna give her a big hug and a kiss on the cheek.
Just pat her on the head. Like awkward, like, oh, we're kissing. Okay. That's
And I'm
nice.
gonna cuddle up with Simon and go to sleep.
Okay. Mina, what are you doing?
Well, how, what's it called? Since Cal was like prepping to do something for next level, could Minako have like in her drunken stupor, just try to like cut through like space-time? It doesn't matter if it doesn't happen. She's just practicing in the basement mostly.
You could try,
Just being
but
an idiot.
it's like not much is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you're
she's-
too drunk to focus.
She's fucking just swinging the sword at nothing. She's just imagining Sizik's stupid fucking ogre head and just cutting into that.
Wine drunk with a very sharp sword. This does not sound safe.
Yeah, can you give me a D20 roll?
Okay. Fair enough.
Why do I get the odd deja vu of when I was
Oh,
a
that's
fighter?
not horrible. Do you just want the flat D20?
Give me an attack roll. Let's say that
With the sword?
with the sword.
Oh well, I mean, if this is to hit myself, I'm fucked myself. Where is it? Where is it? That's a 23?
A 23. Okay.
Yeah.
You hit the barrel, like the large cask that Bernard uses as a doorway.
Oh.
And it has enough force to where it causes the door to slide away, or slide open.
Don't dangle that in front of a drunk Mina.
Oh no. Oh no, there's a lot of things being rolled right now. I should have kept my mouth shut. Fuck.
What are you doing?
As the door just opened,
Yeah, it's slid open.
she's gonna stumble into the room. Is the automaton still there?
Yes, the automaton is still there.
And the two bodies.
The two bodies are still there. Both of them are are awake. The one with the burns in the corner, kind of like they're softly shivering in pain.
You. Where's this?
Who?
fucking ogre.
What ogre? Why am I here? Why am I burned?
'Cause I threw you in lava. Well, not me. The ogre did it. I pulled you out.
And he kind of just like goes quiet and just lays his head against the stone.
And they're both awake.
Yeah.
She's going to go and just stand over the judge. And she'll just grab him by like drunkenly grab his like face. Where's Zizix?
He smiles to you for a moment. You want to know where Zizix is?
Wait, wasn't he gagged?
No, because the wrap was taken off of him.
Ah, that's right.
She'll like grab his head and move it in a yes motion.
Release me and let's go see him. Can I get a charisma save at disadvantage from you?
God, Mina.
I should have just stabbed his ass. Charisma save?
Yep.
Oh god. This is gonna be really bad.
That is.
I'm fearing those in this campaign from now on. I am royally fucked with charisma saves.
That's a 9.
A 9?
Mina.
Like almost like you
But
feel.
also, well, here's the thing, right? Because I'm also really fucking drunk to like pay attention to anything.
You, for some reason, let him go.
The automatons do anything to stop this?
The automaton is just standing there.
Or alert Bernard,
Good.
like, weren't they trained to do something?
Now, if you would please take care of the witness in the corner for me. As you now have an urge to cut down that automaton.
An urge or just a desire? It's been a desire.
It's a desire, yeah. It's a desire.
Do I have to attack it?
You have to attack it.
The motivation is there now.
Man, why do you guys let me do this?
Why wouldn't you? You want
Oh
to
yeah,
do it.
we had
We
so
don't
much
let you do
choice in this.
anything.
Yep.
All right.
We tell you no all the time.
Is it at is it at disadvantage because of being drunk or?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Oh please, the one time I need to roll low. Well, I don't think I could roll lower than a 3. Okay, yeah, so that's a 9.
Okay. So the automaton kind of like backs up and is like, Miss Mina, what are you doing?
We're gonna go see Zizix.
I'm not sure we can go see this Zizix.
Why not?
We don't know where he's at.
But he knows where he's at.
Maybe you should go get Master Bernard.
That sounds like a good idea.
And you see, and you hear the judge laugh and he's like, yes, go kill that Bernard.
Minako's gonna try to climb the steps. So, do I make it up the steps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll a performance check.
First steps.
Just falling upstairs.
Dex save.
She'll open the door and start shouting for Bernard.
Okay. And like a couple automatons come up, just like, ma'am, please, people are sleeping. Master Bernard is in his chamber.
Go get Bernard.
My passive perception is 17. Do I hear Mina freaking out downstairs?
How loud are you yelling?
I am shouting.
Yeah, everyone could hear it.
I was gonna say if she's white girl drunk, those
Oh,
bitches
yeah.
ain't quiet at all.
Yeah, no, everyone hears her shouting for
Siren.
Bernard.
Jumps up in her night clothes, grabs her staff, and runs downstairs. She taps Nirix on the head on the way out.
And she's just like shouting obscenities at Bernard.
What is going on, Mina?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
It's
Gets up and runs out.
Sarah's hair is all messy. She runs down.
I was out in the garden smoking a hookah and then passed out in meditation. The fuck?
And
And I just.
Zelark does not go.
Mina, don't kill Bernard. She just automatically assumes that Bernard crossed Mina somehow.
And Bernard is now standing behind Mina. You could have just went to my door and knocked. What?
The guard's away. Okay, so I accidentally broke open the door. They're awake.
Accidentally.
Aren't you supposed to kill Bernard?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
compelled right now?
Yeah, you're not really.
Okay.
You're not really
Okay.
under your own control at the moment.
Okay. She's gonna swipe at Bernard again.
Stop explaining and do it. You don't have to
That's
explain
another
yourself.
9. That's another 9.
Okay. As you kind of take everyone just sees this wild swing go off, and Bernard is
And Can I just like barf at the end of that one?
sure, and like
Yeah.
Bernard like jumps back and he kind of like pulls out his knife. He's like,
She's drunk. Just hit her on the
And
neck.
knockout time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to like hoo-yah on the neck. Just
Yeah,
be like she's
no,
drunk.
like, just,
roll initiative.
Just.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Me too. In
Okay. All right.
That's right,
Was it-
Nirix. Whittle her down.
Okay,
What'd you
so
get? What'd you get?
just
What'd
to
you
be
get?
clear, I'm trying to knock her out, so I'd like to use my bow and arrow and crit.
Who else is down there?
The only way you knock someone out, clearly, Zoro, is to just throw a bottle at them.
That's true. Well, no, you killed them. You killed. No, that's not even a knockout. That's dead.
Snit is not there.
Snit's not there.
No.
Zelark
think
is
it's
not
just
there.
the-
And Mina's not there.
Yeah, I think it's just the sisters.
Mina's not there?
Mina's there.
No, I'm sorry.
Raise you.
Mina's
and-
definitely
Callie.
there.
No,
Callie.
it's the sisters, Mina and Reju with
Yeah,
Bernard.
and it's Callie who's not there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Rogues ain't
Just,
got time for that.
so go ahead and put your initiatives down.
Okay.
Oh, we doing this? Okay.
I rolled. I was like, okay. What'd you get?
I'm want to act too, but I got a 5.
Everyone's on the
there
initiative
you go.
tracker, so put
I
your
wasn't on the
initiative in
tracker
there.
at the time, but it just popped up.
What's your
No, put your
No.
initiative on the tracker on the roll 20.
Yeah.
I hate having 2 monitors.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Let's see here.
Oh, I don't know what my dot is. 5 dot something. Let's
See, when I play my character, I learn something. When Mina plays her character, she tries to kill the party.
She's not trying to kill right now.
In her defense, though, I mean, let's not put it past her, but in her defense, it's not her
There.
fault this time.
All right,
This
Mina.
time.
There's asterisks.
All right, Mina, you're next.
I'm not. Okay, so I'm like blasted drunk, right?
Yeah,
and
I
compelled?
only have the mind to kill Bernard.
only Bernard.
Also, did you get healed up from the last battle?
Yeah, yes, I had some health. Yeah.
Yeah,
Completely, though?
Not all the way, but
It hasn't been a full night.
Minako is going to, because she's really drunk, and drunk people are a lot more honest about things. She's gonna walk over to Syra, grab her, and
You
just
can't.
kiss her.
You
I
can't.
can't.
No, you are right now under the
Oh,
control
I
of a
have to.
spell.
You have
You-
to kill Bernard.
The only,
Alright,
the
well,
only,
Bernard.
the only
All
thing
right,
that you
we're
have
gonna-
is
I was
kill
gonna
Bernard.
give Syra like a gift, but I guess not.
Oh.
Oh no.
You can do it later
Big
after you try to
sister.
kill Bernard.
Big
Yeah,
sis does not
after she
approve.
barfed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say you.
No, Sarah doesn't want that. I don't want any of that.
She's gonna make. No, she's too drunk. She's not even gonna bother making an echo right now. She's just gonna go and swing at Bernard. Still disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
That's a 12.
A 12. 12 barely misses.
Split him into 2 Bernards.
Nyrix.
She's gonna go ahead and
Don't hurt her too bad.
pop a cork down the same mutagen as before. And
Roared out.
You see the veins kind of like pulsing as you see her muscles get just a little bit bigger.
Oh.
And she's gonna go up behind her and put her in a chokehold. So she's gonna do the whole like, just do this. And
Sleeper hold. Just go to sleep. All
Just
right.
go to sleep now.
Let's do a strength contest here.
Oh
Huh?
boy.
Though because you're drunk, you have advantage because drunk strength.
Oh hell yeah! Is it just regular like roll or
Yeah,
is it
just
a save?
no, it's strength. It's just a strength roll.
No, I mean it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I don't have a fucking. All right.
And
Advantage.
it's just straight strength. Okay.
Straight strength. Yeah.
15.
17.
All right. So Mina, you're now like
So I did a 15 plus 2.
put into the $1 million dream right here.
Wait until I just beef up my strength one more time, then I can do a plus 3. It'll be glorious.
Did I just hear correctly that the door opened?
Huh?
I don't think you said the door open.
No, I didn't say anything about a door opening.
No, Mina saying it.
Oh yeah, the door downstairs.
No, we had to redcon that because she.
Yeah,
would
no,
just
yeah,
try to
'cause-
kill
yeah.
Oh,
Bernard.
she's
Damn.
compelled. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Bernard's like, this is good. Walks over. If you would hold your breath as he talks to Nyrix, and he
Someday soon I won't have to.
pulls out a handful of dust and just throws it in.
What? You
Mina's
can't use
face.
pocket sand. That's illegal.
Mina, can I get a Constitution saving throw?
You sure can. Is it just a straight roll?
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like no disadvantage. or
No
anything, it's
disadvantage, just
just
straight up.
That's a 17.
All right, so you get a little dizzy for a moment and you pass out.
Oh no.
And as she passes out, I'll just kind of lay her on the floor for a moment, wait for the dust to pass, and be like, all right, she's had too much. We gave her options to go down to the wine cellar alone.
Do you think she went to talk to that guy?
Wait, she was in the wine
Yeah.
cellar
Yeah, she
She
was.
reeks of
and gone.
Yeah, and Bernard is walking down as well. Like,
I'm not walking.
No,
I'm running.
Bernard is walking down.
Yeah, but she reeks of the wine. I'm
And
assuming
he
she's coming
kind of
from there.
like, yeah, you guys get down there and there are empty barrels and shattered barrels all over the place.
You know what? I want to investigate it as well, but what I'm going to do, since I'm roided out, I'm going to, and she's tiny, I'm going to pick up Mina and just hurl her over my shoulder
Okay.
and just
She
like
is-
hold her by her
she
legs,
is
so her butt's
small.
like
All
right
right,
here,
so-
slumped over, and like, all right, let's go.
Let's before we get into the next part of this, let's go ahead and take our second break for today. So we can refresh our drinks, stretch our legs, and then we'll find out what's gonna happen next. So goes everyone.
All right.
Poor Syra.
Call down the reckoning, bring back hope and peace, restore our Gloria to live forever. Call down
you go.
Actually, I'll be right back. Groceries just arrived.
Oh God. The copium. You're like wine cellar. I'm hanging out here now.
You're muted.
I think we're live, and I think Rojan is muted.
Am I
Yeah.
muted?
Yeah, you were.
My mixer lied to me.
What else?
Right.
Lied to you?
Well,
Surprise.
hi. We didn't know we were back.
Nice.
We sorry. We apologize.
Because I said, and we're back, and then I got weird. Said, hold on, I need to go downstairs. The groceries are here. So,
Spare some copium, please.
you get downstairs, and everything is trashed. And the large cellar door is wide open.
Uh-oh. Bernard, what should we do?
He's already he sighs and he walks in. And a moment later he walks out. Well,
What happened?
the judge is dead.
What?
How?
Did Mina kill him?
See for yourself.
Sarah will go poke her head in.
And as you poke your head in, there's now a large vine that's like kind of growing out of this guy's mouth.
Mina can't do that.
Can I check to see, can I check his person to see if there's anything like a vial or something? And that includes like, I'm going a little too Hollywood here, but like including like his tooth or something to see if he maybe did something so he wouldn't talk.
He can't really check the tooth because there's a large vine coming out of his mouth.
That's true.
And Snit went through everybody and didn't find anything save for the judge's mask itself.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, he had a false tooth with Miracle Grow in it.
He had a
Nyx,
Chiba pet in his molar.
Give me Mina. I'm gonna wake her up. See what happened.
I'll slap her on the ass. Wake up.
Now, just give her to me.
I'll slump her over.
Ugh. I'll
She's
take her
small,
out of those
not
rooms.
heavy. What the fuck?
That's why I said slump.
All right, I take her just outside of the room, set her down so she's not around Bernard, and I'll put a cure wounds to see if that brings her up.
You're gonna need restoration.
Oh, I'll use lesser restoration.
She's not just passed out, she's drunk passed out.
So
lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration. And Mina, you kind of wake up, a bit of a headache. You're not drunk though, so there's that.
What?
Hey,
What?
do you have any uncontrollable urges right now?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like the need to kill Bernard?
Why would I kill Bernard?
Or
Bernard's like
kiss Syra.
We don't know about that.
Bernard's the cooler one of the two tieflings. Why would I kill Bernard? If anything, I'd kill Gaius.
That's because you tried to kill him and you woke all of us up. We had to stop you. Nerix put you in a chokehold.
That's why you kill things, because if you suppress it for like 4 hours, you have the like compulsion and the urge to just kill, even when you're intoxicated.
You're not in here. You're in the other room searching a guy.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
Wait.
Stop metagaming.
Oh, I brought her back to slump in front of you, so that was after.
Give me a second. I need to close my door.
Gaius kind of walks out and not Gaius, Bernard. He's like, well, he's dead. The burned one is kind of shivering in the corner, begging me not to kill him. Mina, what did you do?
Sarah puts her hands on Mina just to hold her back, just in case she tries to lunge at Bernard.
Sarah, let go.
You're not gonna kill him?
What? Again, if I'm gonna kill one of those two, I'm killing Gaius.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe you shouldn't get drunk alone in a wine cellar with weird bad guys anymore. Did you know that he just like did a weird vine thing and he's dead?
Wait, what?
The judge guy, he's dead.
He's dead.
Do you remember anything that happened? Do you know how that happened?
Do I remember?
No,
No.
like everything is a blur to you.
Probably ask the
I-
one cowering in the corner about it.
Don't wait.
You really
I-
shouldn't get this drunk, Mina.
Well, let's get the other one up.
Okay.
This much.
Answers out.
Guys keeps good wine.
Yeah, he does. It was pretty good.
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, yeah,
did
look
try to drink
around.
a good
Is-
Even if there are wine bottles,
Bernard-
it's still
Bernard
like the
looks-
idea of how much you drink.
Bernard looks around. He's like, "Yeah, let's not tell him about this. He's gonna make him a bit upset."
Question: Was
Let's say
She
that guy
used-
did it.
was charm person used on her? Because
No.
after that's done, they know they're charmed. Okay.
There's a lot of different charms to like control people.
It was a much stronger spell than that.
Okay.
I
I
was
digress.
thinking of Gios. Every time that happens, I'm like traumatized with Gios.
Well, I guess
Alright.
there's nothing we can do now, huh? Who is the person cowering? I thought everyone was dead except for
That
the.
was
we
the
had
slightly
two-
burned one.
The
Yeah.
one I pulled out of the lava.
Oh, okay. Well, let's ask him.
I'm gonna crouch in the corner where the other survivor was and just be like, "What did you see?"
As he kind of like looks up at you, over to you. I didn't see anything, but I heard somebody say kill Bernard, and then laughter, and then choking, and then someone came in.
Was that someone? And she'll point over to Bernard.
I don't know. I wasn't looking.
Well, that didn't really help us too much, but she'll turn back to Bernard. Just to put two and two together, I think perhaps the dead one was the one that may have done something to Mina. But then after Mina left, maybe something happened to him. Who knows?
That
There
would
should be
make
no
sense.
access here.
I can do a thing that compels people to do things sometimes, but maybe he has something similar.
The thing is, though, we at least severed the tie of the mask of the teleportation here for someone to kill him. So there must be something stronger happening here.
Maybe he did it to himself. If he's a caster. And he was ungagged.
True.
Why was he ungagged? Mina.
Look over at Mina.
I didn't ungag him. Callie took the.
Yeah,
mouth off
he
the thing
was
off of him.
he was ungagged when I strapped him down.
Why didn't we keep him gagged?
Ask Callie. Callie took the thing off of him.
Ugh. I
Fuck!
think people would learn after dealing with casters.
Well, to be fair, they didn't know he was a caster, just a judge.
We had to just, run on the side of caution. Weird magic-y cult and everything, Okay, going forward, a few rules, okay, everybody? Nobody goes off on doing their shit on themselves or by themselves anymore, like Zelark did. Rule 1. Rule 2, Mina shouldn't drink alone.
I think it
Rule
just should be
3.
Mina shouldn't be alone.
Rule 3,
It's just me.
we need to tie up enemies and gag them. Every time.
We did, and then we didn't. That's weird.
I'm sure there's more, but I'm just getting a little upset right now.
Noted. I think
But
you all
here's
just
the
need
thing.
rest.
But here's the thing that we should be wary about now. For now, as far as we know, they can't get to us here in Geis's place. However, if what Zelark is true and they were revived, who's to say they won't come back and try to maybe
Uh,
revive the judge?
Didn't he just say that someone came in?
No, they said he heard laughter and then choking, and then when he looked up, someone came in.
And Bernard's like, that was probably me.
This was after the choking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go to bed. There's nothing else that's going to be done. We lost
Going
our
back out.
only source of information.
I'm going back out to the gardens.
Nina, come on. Let's take you up to your room.
Should probably re-tie up this guy. Bernard, you want to help?
There's no need to tie up that one. Just let him stay where he's at. Nobody else hits the door. It'll be fine.
Well, we have a dead judge.
Yep.
As he looks over to Mina. You, bed.
Come on.
No, wait.
No, not wait. Go to bed.
Syra's like pushing Mina out.
Listen, he was a symbol for the cult. Maybe we make an example, like hang him out in
Nope.
the outskirts of
No.
town.
We're not barbarians.
No, these are bad ideas, Mina. In the morning.
Why don't we
No.
just have a big old sign then that says, hey, all the people that are against the cult are here, and then a big old arrow.
Nerix, just don't even indulge it right now. Just let her talk.
Fuck you.
Yep. Let's go. She's just gonna guide Mina up the stairs.
What the hell are you gonna tell me how to do when you were gone?
No one's gonna tell you how to do anything. You're fine. Mina does what Mina does, right? She's just placating her right now.
Fucking pushing me.
Well, then walk. Go on.
She's just gonna kick doors along the way.
I
It's like
saw
a
that door
5-year-old to go to
looking.
bed.
Oh, yeah, it's like
That door
you're
looked
telling a
funny at
2-year-old
you.
to go to bed.
Yep, that door definitely had it coming. Cyra's just
Shut-
making like.
Shut up,
comments.
Syra. You're making it worse.
Well, you made a lot of things worse for us today.
So-
So
While all of this is going on, Callie, you were looking for Gaius.
I sure was.
And you catch him right before before he was going to walk into his private study.
I will whistle as I approach him to get his attention. And Callie has a much more serious look on her face than she usually does.
Callie, you're not going to try to slash my throat too, are you?
What? No,
Okay, good.
no. I need something from you. Or rather, I need you to get something from me.
Step into the office. Let's talk.
Way.
As you walk in, he follows and shuts the door, and he kind of claps twice, and that sheen goes over the walls again.
Clap on.
Well, it's not. Well, okay, it is kind of secret. Hey, keep this between us, okay?
Of course.
Like, don't sell this conversation to someone.
You have my word. I won't sell this conversation thing.
Okay. I need you to acquire something for me. Unless you have some stashed away somewhere, which would be great, but I'd be surprised if you did. I'll pay you for it, of course, and whatever markup you add on top. I need some ignium, elemental firestone.
Ignium.
Yeah.
My. Out of everyone here, you were the last one that I would expect to be asking for such
Yeah,
a rare
let's keep
resource.
it that way.
What do you need the ignium for?
That's none of your business.
It is my business as bringing said stone into the into the city is going to need to be slipped past customs.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking you.
And so I make it a habit of knowing exactly why somebody needs something smuggled into the city. Again, it's not being sold to anyone. I just would like to know that what I bring in is not going to lead to the destruction of said city.
It won't. Don't worry. It won't. I'm not capable of destroying the city.
No, but the ignium is.
Mm.
What do you need it for? Again, between friends, no judging.
That was a very poor choice of words after everything that just went down.
What, no judging?
Yeah. Very poor choice of words.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot we have a judge tied up in the basement.
Mm-hmm. I am just going to make something out of it. Something that is harmless.
Okay. Something harmless. For yourself?
Yes.
Okay, harmless and for yourself. How much ignium do you need?
Enough to cover my face.
You want to cover your face in ignium?
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds weird.
Because it is weird.
You sure this stays between us?
This stays between us.
I'm going to make a mask out of it.
Interesting. Is there any reason it has to be ignium?
Yes.
And he kind of like looks at you like,
I've given you a lot of information already.
well, I can do that. It's gonna take some time. I need to get in contact with a couple individuals who have access to acquire the resource.
The quicker the better. I'll pay extra if it means it's gonna be quicker.
Well, these individuals do not come cheap. Let's just say I can do it for you as a friend. And you don't have the currency they do.
I am uncomfortable with this proposition.
As you say, what proposition? I just said I can get it to you for no charge.
Yeah, that one, that proposition.
Well, that wasn't a proposition. That was a statement. I mean, unless
Yeah, but-
as he reaches, you hear a button press underneath his desk, and then something falls into the palm of his hand, and he reaches into a bag and he pulls out a small brass coin. Like, unless you have these to pay, which, given who you are, I know you don't.
I don't even know what that is.
This, my dear little bird, is a soul coin.
A what?
Soul coin. Currency that is traded in the hills.
Okay. Why and how?
How what? Oh, why? It's because those who get me the ignium need to be resilient to fire. And
I
what
suppose that
better
makes sense.
what better than double devils?
I can think of a lot of people better than devils.
Yes, but out of everyone I know, they are the most reliable on getting the ignium.
I suppose so.
How? Well, inside these coins, as he kind of jingles a person, you could tell he's got a lot of them, are trapped the souls of the damned. And they have various uses down in the hells. Very valuable currency to have if you ever need to bribe a devil.
I hope I never have to. Why do you have, like, did you make them yourself, or?
Oh no, I don't have the power nor the patience to mint these. These were paid to me in deals I've done.
Okay, well, I guess I feel a little bit better about being trapped in a room with you right now then.
Don't worry, Callie, I have no intention of making you a coin.
Thanks.
My brother would be rather upset if I did.
Because he disagrees with the idea of the whole just soul coin idea, right? I'm gonna take that look as a yes.
Take it how you will.
I will. So yeah, I may also need, when you acquire the ignium, I may need use of you have like facilities downstairs, right, where people can make stuff.
I do.
I think I saw Snit going down there and making stuff.
Yes, Snit was using my forge and workbench.
Okay, because I'm like not a stone cutter or anything, so
you're going to
use your
need
stuff.
You're going to need assistance with it.
Well, I'd prefer nobody knows about this ever. So
As he's like, don't worry, and he holds up the coin again. I can pay for their silence.
you're buying a lot of stuff from me right now, and it makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Let's just say I value our friendship.
Yeah, so do I, but like I can't afford gifts this expensive for you.
I don't need gifts.
Well, everybody likes a gift now and then.
And you and your friends give me gifts every day in the knowledge you bring back.
I guess that is kind of your business.
Now, you say you want this as a mask. Do you just want the powder on your face, or do you want it to be made into a mask?
I intend on taking a big chunk of this ignium and carving a mask out of it.
I can have that done. I can have the ignium a forged or mined for you. I could have the mask shaped for you to any specifications you need, and nobody will know where it came from.
Okay, that does sound a bit safer than me trying to do it myself. I'll put together some drawings for you.
Okay. I will get in contact with my friends, let them know that I'm putting in a special order.
Okay. That's all I wanted to ask. I suppose while I'm here, if you're gonna talk to that judge with Bernard tomorrow, don't be too hard on him. He might be controlled, or maybe if we can get on his good side, he'll give us some information.
I leave all the interrogation to my brother. I don't have a knack for that.
Okay.
Well, not
I
a
know
knack.
Bernard will be nice.
I don't have the stomach for interrogation. The whole sight of blood while trying to hold a conversation with somebody is unnerving to me.
Wait, why is there going to be blood?
How else do you believe my brother extracts information from people?
Asks them questions?
Yes, and sometimes they refuse, so persuasion is involved.
I'm not going to ask too many questions about this. This feels like a thing I don't want to know.
Well, I will let them know. You'd have your ignium soon, along with your
Okay.
mask.
Thank you. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm not sure where else I could possibly get this sort of thing.
In this city, nowhere.
Yeah, that's why I came to you. You're resourceful.
And connected.
Anyway, I have 2 plates of dinner I gotta go eat, so I'm gonna go do that and then go to bed.
Okay. Have fun with your dinner, and he claps, and the sheen
Okay, thank
raises up off the wall.
Step out of his office and step back in real quick. Don't tell anyone. And then I'm gonna
Lips
go
are
back to my
sealed.
room.
And
Eat
as
my
soon
dinners.
as soon as you leave the room, that's when you hear Mina yelling for Bernard.
Not my problem right now.
Okay.
Ooh, it involves Bernard. I'm out.
And unless
Minako's just gonna be angry in her room. I assume that's where she was taken.
yeah, she was taken to her
Tyra
room.
made sure you went into the room, closed the door. She waited a moment and listened in on the other side of the door to make sure you didn't try to sneak out or anything.
She'll just cause she has a window. She'll just sit like on the window seal, and just pass out there.
Okay.
After a moment of being convinced, Mina's like chilling. Syra will go back to the bedroom with Eric's and go to sleep.
Okay.
I can think it was like Five goes west.
Is anybody else taking care of anything during the night, or are you all just sleeping?
Sleeping in the
I
outside.
need to babysit this hangover.
Snit is in the workshop working out his frustrations.
Okay.
And if
Angrily
that could
pounding a
potentially
hammer.
lead, if that could potentially lead to any crafting, let me know. But if it just leads to a pile of scrap,
Yeah, it's just
I get it.
it's just him angrily pounding on piles of scrap and whatnot, just working out the frustration.
Minako will be up first thing in the morning though.
Okay.
She's gonna go meet Bernard at the cellar for happy fun time with the people.
I imagine
So-
Snit is like that was it one of those like chaos junkyards that you pay for to just like beat the shit out of everything?
Yeah.
That's what I imagine Snit's going through right now.
And Scrappy's in there just being a happy puppy.
Yeah.
So
Daddy's enthusiastic.
next day comes around. Mina, you're up first thing in the morning, but Bernard is not down there. Neither is the person who was burned. The body of the judge is still on the table. The vine has now sprouted a couple more segments and has begun to bloom flowers. The automaton is not down there either.
She's gonna walk back up and look for Bernard.
He's normally where he is in the morning, at his brother's side at the dining table, feet kicked up on kicked up on it.
She'll walk over and she'll like reluctantly apologize to Bernard.
No, you don't have to apologize. You were drunk. Trust me, I know quite a few angry drunks.
And she'll just take a seat.
Okay.
Stands up in the garden. All right. Puts stuff away. Comes back to the dining table. Is the dining table where the body was?
No.
Okay.
The body's down in the basement.
On a table. but-
On a table, still strapped to him.
Okay.
Oh, she'll actually before she'll mention to Mariah like, it's blooming flowers now.
Oh, I know. It's disturbing.
And
So
she'll like, does he?
What's that?
And does like, motion like, does he know?
I haven't said anything.
And yeah, she'll sit.
So, hello, Mina.
Alright.
I assume you've seen your mess more clearly now.
As he, like Bernard holds up a hand. It's taken care of.
The puke's gone.
Yes, it's been cleaned up. Do not worry. I had the automatons clean it up last night.
Weren't we all so lucky? I feel like I should say something. I feel like I should hit something.
Yes, well, who knows? Maybe there'll be time for talking and punching today.
One can only hope, right, Mina?
Got something to say it.
I mean, we're all waiting for everyone else to show up.
At some point, Syra and Nyrix would probably. I mean, Syra would. If Nyrix was still asleep, she'd wake you up. Imagine if you wake up and I'm still asleep, you'd wake me up. So.
She's kind of an early bird, but she's gonna come
Syra.
downstairs if she's gonna wait a few minutes, and if she doesn't see Snit or Zelark, she's gonna go try to find Snit.
I would assume Snit would either fell asleep in the scrap pile or like after working out his frustrations went back to bed.
Yeah. Come back to me in a second.
Okay.
In the meantime, she's downstairs with Syra.
Okay. Then Syra will stop off at Mineko's room to check if she's in there, see that it's empty, and then go downstairs.
So what's the plan now?
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, this isn't everybody.
Okay, well, everyone here at the table currently.
Good to see you.
Is that eggs? I want eggs. I'm hungry.
Zelark had gone down to the kitchen, grabbed food, and went back up to his room.
Okay. So as those of you who are going downstairs begin to arrive, Bernard looks around. So the judge is dead.
There it is.
Minako will like choke on her drink.
And Gaius kind of like looks over at him, shaking his head. And Bernard holds up his hand like, I didn't do anything. A plant grew in his mouth.
Something happened last night.
Some sort of vine spread out through his throat, killed him almost instantly, but it's blooming flowers now.
Did you expect the flowers to see if they're toxic or poisonous in any way, perhaps?
I'm staying away from that as far as much as possible.
Eric,
That's
I
probably
could
for
take a
the
look.
best.
I could take a look at that if you are.
Be careful. It
Comfortable.
might be more connection to the other cult.
As
Okay.
as long as I don't need to go near it, you go be plant monsters.
Come on.
I spent most of my life slowly injecting myself with toxins to build up an immunity, so
That's
Yeah.
disturbing.
She's pretty cool. She's badass.
you don't
I know a lot about plants.
see.
Well, you two have fun. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to eat and drink and pretend I don't have a garden growing out of a body down in my room.
Yeah.
Sarah, do you want to finish your breakfast first and then we'll go? Let's go.
In the meantime,
I'm the Simon.
did we learn anything from the poor boy? The burner?
He was hypnotized. He was one of the unfortunate ones that was more mind controlled. I sent him off to the healer's hall to take care of those nasty burns.
Shame. So
Burns build character.
we have basically very little other than what we learned.
Well, I learned last night that Zizix is on this plane for the time being, so he could potentially be somewhere here or back in the apothecary. It's just a matter of locating him.
Like he was in the tower, maybe.
Tower isn't on this plane.
I think it might have a connection, like it's an in between.
But that was, of course, hours ago. Who knows now? But the thing is, we need to locate him as soon as possible. Not necessarily because he got away, but to end this once and for all. Especially if they're reviving them and coming back.
I mean, there could be another building made of black stone too that's here. Have you guys seen any buildings with black stone, guys?
Callie or Reggie might. They're been here the longest, I would think.
Blackstone?
Blackstone table?
Nothing. Oh, Blackstone table.
No, just black stone all around.
A Blackstone building.
Mm.
Nothing in the city
Just-
comes to mind.
Just the tower.
Yeah. My guess is maybe it was still back in the Shadowfell.
Why would the mirror show us that then?
Well, what do you mean?
We use the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it only show what's on this plane?
Maybe the ley lines are connecting it.
Oh,
Like our two planes are connected through those ley lines, so maybe you got lucky and the connection was strong enough.
so
Actually,
maybe I was
yeah.
right. It's sort of an in-between thing. Because of the ley lines?
Very
Was
good.
that when you were watching through the mirror, are you able to hear?
No.
No
Which
one.
reminds
So
me.
you can only
Which reminds me, is there a limit to the use, Gaius?
No, you can use it as much as you want.
Oh. Well, what if it doesn't work when you try to get some focus on someone?
Either the mirror cannot find them, they're not on this plane of existence. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry. Even if they were dead, they would still show you. The mirror would still show you a body.
It would?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it locates the person's form, not living only people.
Syra will give a relieved look over to Nerix.
See? It's not
Out of-
necessarily a bad thing.
had a very morbid thought about disintegrate there.
You would see a pile of dust.
Oh, that's also good to know.
What were they doing? You said you saw them. Yeah?
They were arguing. I think we pissed them off.
And then Zizix did that thing, remember?
Yeah, he shoved something down one of the cultists' throats and they transformed, but it was very hard to see what happened to them.
You don't think that's how the meat monsters are made, do you?
I thought they were made in that like laboratory type thing we found at the apothecary, that big jar.
We don't really know.
True.
Mutations are very common. It could be something as simple as they take that, mutated it, and turned it into something else. It could be similar to the lycanthropy that we saw earlier.
You said that
It was hard for
your
me to tell.
transformations can sometimes be unstable if done wrong.
Well, that's if you go through your initiation when you officially be part of the order, but you have to remember what we witnessed earlier was a bastardization of the serum, so
Right, and
that
when we
could
fought,
affect everybody. But remember, we trained our whole lives to be able to
Right.
have a very high chance of withstanding it. It happens, it fails, but it's
Right.
much lower chance if you've been trained. Or
what
if
I'm
you-
trying to
yeah.
say is, when we were fighting on the rooftop, once we were done, it just kind of melted.
Well, this was a transformation, so again, I have no details. I can't study it without seeing it, smelling it. All I'm gonna say is that they're pissed, and that makes me happy. We need to find them. I think they were pissed that they didn't get Gaius or just didn't kill us.
They definitely weren't expecting us.
And even if they were, again, we got away and they had to flee. That would piss anyone off.
True.
Guess I would watch your backs. Suffice to say, I don't believe that Zizix is one to forgive.
Just the balls off the table.
The ball? Oh no, we're still going to the ball.
We are.
I have a dress being made, so
You do?
I just figured, they know who we are.
Well, Zizix knows who you are.
What if we use the ball to lure them out? Have them come to us?
Well, what's not to say the person Zeller
Just-
saw when he went back wasn't Valindra?
Well, look at it this way. We have now that they know who you are, you have time to plan. You know what to expect. They'll all be there. Well, any high ranking anyway. You have a chance to steal those necklaces as well. Get those away from her.
Did she remind me if I'm wrong, but was there a reason for the ball actually happening?
No.
Or was it just
She-
a random soiree?
She just likes to throw balls.
We basically heard that she was going to throw a ball and she'll be there.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
played public, so
Oh, okay.
well, invitation,
Yeah.
but it's
I mean, Reggie,
She's out.
Do rich tits need a reason to show grandiose displays of their wealth?
I mean, sometimes if you're the owner of a city, per se, a holiday. Or maybe some commemoration.
The fuck is a holiday?
No, she just likes to throw balls. They're
Okay.
random.
I mean, no offense, Reggie, but she is an elf.
Well, so am I.
Yeah, but you're also not a rich elf.
Never had to be. I like to party.
I just say it's an opportunity for us to draw them out.
I agree.
It's already just over a week away at this point.
We shouldn't fight people with potential innocents around, though.
I'm pretty sure once the fight ensues, all the little rich
No.
people will scatter.
We shouldn't fight.
Or
This is an opportunity, but it's not one for fighting. It's one for more of, sneaky stuff.
I mean, I'm just willing to outright grab for the necklaces and go. But that's just me.
But yeah, we have a potential chance to. You said you can kind of sense where they are, right?
I mean, I know where they are. They're around her neck.
Oh.
No,
Well, if you meet with her,
one is around her neck. The others are in a little private museum.
at the same place as the ball?
Yes, where she keeps all her little collectibles that she likes to show off to guests.
So we steal it. That's what we do. We
I
use
know.
the ball and the distraction of the people to sneak in and sneak away and get those other ones. And then we'll come up with a plan to get the one off her neck. But that's gonna be really hard. Let's
Leave
just try
that
the others.
one.
Not if she doesn't have a neck left.
Gaia smiles. Leave the one around her neck to me.
Okay. See, Gaius can get close to her in their naked time. So let's
Well, we would at least be able
Nice.
to grab 2 out of the 3, so it's better than nothing.
and
Way
that way
better.
we don't have to hurt anybody and we can still accomplish something and use the ball.
The
and
only
not
problem
have to cause a
is
big commotion, you know?
the only problem is the 2 people that are capable of doing this are kind of in a slump at the moment.
They want to
Snit
help.
and
Sneaky part.
They just need
Snit
a
and
moment.
Zalak.
Well, they have over a week, so gives them plenty of time.
Also, give me some credit. I can turn into like a weasel or something. So
Yeah, but I think a weasel, depending on the situation on where they're located, that either would be obvious or not. I'm thinking more of kind of a slip of the hand and grab and go kind of situation, like a pickpocket.
fine.
Then again, this is me assuming their abilities.
Well, Snit and Zelark probably would be best at that, right?
Yeah,
I could help.
why
her.
we should probably, after we investigate the plant, go ahead and find Snit, see what's going on. But for now, we have at least some time. We know that they're upset, which is good. They know that we are at least capable.
We'll talk to Snit and Zelark about this too and see if we can come up with a game plan. But is everybody on board for the just we steal shit plan and not the we go trying to kill everybody plan at the ball where there's a lot of people and we can
I
get
would
in
just
a lot
like to
of trouble?
steal so we can get out of here, because the sooner we finish this, the sooner we can go. I want to get out of here, and my bike hopefully will be done by then. But over this next week, I want to check up on it, on its progress.
That
don't
brings up
want-
a question, actually. Where would you go right after all this?
South.
Towards the wastes.
Realize she can't go south, right?
Who?
Who
And
can't?
She points at Syra.
You guys don't know any of this.
Yeah. The only people who know about the like how toxic the South is Syra and Nyrix.
Nyrix, maybe they could help with that problem later, or we could bring it up.
Now, we already have. This is a discussion for us, but we're already having an issue with you coming.
Yeah.
Is it that dangerous for even her?
Yes,
Oh wow.
but
You're-
that is a
Even
topic for another
itself.
time. We have to get out of the city first, which
You're-
means I need my bike. You need those necklaces. Wham, bam, boom. Let's get out. So I am all aboard for this sneaking because,
You're talking about going after you know who.
yeah.
Oh,
Maybe with a stop at Grandma.
That's in the opposite direction, but
Well, not
Well,
really. They're kind of roam around. We
actually-
just have to maybe use the mirror to figure out where they're at right now, or I could send a
You s-
message to Mom.
hold on.
So heist, and then
Y'all are
everyone
heading
just
to
goes
the
their separate
wastes,
ways?
which is the origin point for the boom. You need the necklaces to cure the lands,
Mm-hmm.
which
I
means
think
we
that's
have
for
to stop.
all of the land. Let's be honest. This entire continent is not healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Did notice a few things over near my place, but that's
But-
for another time.
As much as, I mean, I am not for one. If we have to go in fighting, we'll go in fighting. But to be completely honest, the less we make ourselves obvious to the situation, the better. So I'm on
Basically,
board for the stealth.
after we get done with all the stuff here in town and things are settled, Nyrix and I need to leave and find a way south. Maybe stopping off at Mom first and Grandma, because she also has one of the pendants. And
Right.
we're searching for someone, but I also want what Reiju wants. I think you want the same thing, right? To use these to help the land?
Clear out the infestation of all these
No,
cults.
not
and-
really, but
I
Nyrix.
was
What would you
going
do with them?
to hold this information off until private time, but I know where they're headed.
Who?
Is he kind of like gives both you and Nerix a look.
Oh,
I would need more information.
They're in the south, as you know,
yeah.
looking for a specific library. A trove
Okay.
of knowledge that will explain more on how to heal or to correctly perform the ritual.
See, Nerix, our problems align.
So
We
it's
can-
not just as simple as going in and dropping these things off.
No,
It's
there
a
there
ritual.
is a ritual that needs to be prepared.
We can look into this and help him.
Sure.
And you guys can come with us too. You might want to get out of the city after everything. But I mean, that's for them,
would
and this is
definitely-
now.
That would definitely be a nice change of pace.
God, fuck this city.
Yeah,
That,
right?
I mean, that one trip on the skiff we all went on was the first time I'd gone out in over a year.
I mean, we'll
So-
have to discuss this with the whole group later, but let's just focus on what's in front of us.
Yeah, first things first. Let's try to sneakily get the necklaces, grab the bike and the skiff, and get out. So over this next few days, we should just information gather, lie low. If we go out, go in pairs. Inform each other of where we're going in case something happens.
Do we
If we
leave
get-
right when we get the necklaces?
If
I
we
think
get
so.
if we get split up at the ball, is that such a bad idea?
Here's
That's different, I would think.
what I'm
That's-
thinking.
As long as it's part of plan.
If this goes off without a hitch, you get the necklaces. You need to get out of the city the same night.
That's why I was saying grab them
She-
and go.
She
But
will
we have to make sure
realize
we're ready.
something's wrong.
That's exactly what I was saying. We
So
need to grab
I
and go.
plan for the night of the ball being the last day you're in the city. Take care of what you
Exactly.
need to do beforehand, because it may be a while before you come back.
We really need to get the rest of the group in here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's investigate that flower and see if we can talk to some of our missing members. But let's go ahead and do
Reiju,
that.
And-
Nina, could you go collect the others while we go check out this plant?
I'll
And
do it.
as everyone separates and goes their own ways to begin planning, that is where we are going to end for this. So another RP session. We have a ton of
No,
RP
we had
sessions on here.
Oh, we
combat.
thought.
We had
we thought-
half a combat.
Yeah.
We had a single turn.
It-
There's
it-
a lot of stuff thrown at us, okay? A lot of things we're
there
working
is
out.
no. I'm not wrong about it. It's just like this. I think this is like one of the more RP intense.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
the more RP
Yeah.
intense
I
shows.
like it though.
Yeah.
I like the RP.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
think it's because of like how everybody is very not on the same page.
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I know you were deep in that conversation, Rojan, but did you see my DM?
No, I didn't. Okay,
I assumed that
that would make it. Yes.
beats everyone's passives. So,
Jeez. Both you and Shadow Fox sent me the same message.
oh, did we?
Yeah.
God damn it. Did they leave? Did they just piece the fuck out?
Did they see
Foxes,
each
man,
other on
we're
the
always
way
in sync.
Oh my gosh.
out?
What is
Like
with
you
this
would like to
group?
sneak out and do this.
I can't. Oh my gosh.
Chaos
Both of them
crew.
sent me messages.
We're
and
never
it's the
gonna be a
same
cohesive
thing.
group, man. Jeez.
But they're both just going at the same time, same direction.
We need to get out of this city, is what needs to happen.
We should have that interaction next time. Is them two look at each other like, same plan, same plan.
Our rolls were so good that we didn't even see each other, even though we're right beside each
To
other.
be fair, with the rolls that you made, neither of you would see each other.
Wow.
Tunnel vision. We're that
They're
good?
just- they're on a mission.
That good. All right, so that is going to do it for us for this week, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back on Monday for another episode of No Way Out, and then on Tuesday for Into the Wildlands, and then back here on Saturday for a new episode of Wayward Wanderers.
Actually, really quick, I think if Fox sent a message similar to mine, we would both be actively perceiving. So, real quick, perception check.
No, let's not do perception checks. We're signing off here.
I'm
gonna
do
do
it just because I'm curious.
I'm gonna do this with him and DM, so you don't
Okay,
do
that's
it here.
fine.
Okay.
That's fine. So yeah, we'll be back on Monday, 7:30 Pacific time, PM for another episode of No Way Out, to begin off another crazy week of our D&D games. And yeah, Tuesday we're getting close to the end. There are things that are going to happen on Tuesday, and depending on how it plays out, who knows?
Yeah, you guys are wrapping up soon.
yeah.
Ooh.
So we're going to head on out.
Oh, man.
Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you on Monday.